San Antonio Sports Center.
Dallas Cowboys kicker Brandon Aubrey was named NFC Special Teams Player of the Week after his 16-point performance that included going 4 for 4 in field goals and 4 for 4 in extra points. We have football tonight as the Miami Dolphins head up to Buffalo to take on the Bills, a game you can catch live right here with a 6:30 pregame. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Happy Thursday, small Friday. Whoop, whoop. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm your old pal, AJ. Look over here to my left. Look who's here. Look at this handsome gentleman. Mr. Rob Thompson.
You need to calm down. You're going to have to sustain for 4 hours, brother.
And over on the other side of the glass, the Torta man himself.
That's right.
DJ Slick Vic. Good morning, Victor. How are you, friend?
I'm doing good. Coffee kicked in.
Got some new
That's
shoes,
not a good
huh?
sign.
Did you get
Yeah.
you hit another scratcher?
No. These are for my son.
Remember he came in last
okay.
week and
Yeah.
said, hey, my boy up in Colorado found something.
He was at the Nike store and found him on sale.
Found
And he goes-
something.
I was
When you
like,
said he
"I'll take
found
it."
something, I just assumed you meant weed.
Oh, no.
Colorado, you don't need to look.
No, that
It's on
wasn't-
every
I know,
corner.
but I figured he found like one of those hairy purple and orange buds that
Oh,
Vic
like,
would be
oh.
like, "Ooh, look at that!"
Yeah, that was another text.
No.
That was
Okay,
a different
okay,
text.
okay, yeah.
See, the backstory is you've got a pair of 270s,
Yeah.
and when they first dropped, you had a pair of white 270s that I swear you wore for 3 years. You wore them till
my
they were nothing
soles
left.
underneath were worn.
And those are the most comfortable shoes I've ever owned. So you've got
Yep.
a brand new pair of 270s. which
And they're
are-
so comfortable.
they're crisp and they're shiny white.
I keep wearing
I didn't wanna
mine.
wear
They're mine are wearing out. They're very cozy.
Yeah, that's right. You have a pair of black. The 270s are man.
I
They're old men,
I have
bad
black
feet.
too, and I wore those to the.
Oh, that's
to
right.
The ground.
You got the fresh ones too. You got the 290s, right?
Mm-hmm.
The shoes I like the look of the most are Air Force Ones.
Oh yeah.
It's like wearing clogs.
They are so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's like strapping pieces of wood to your feet.
And also, the
Oh.
built-in obsolescence of you can't wear them once they've got creases, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I
They
can't do that.
they look so good, but I just
Just for pictures and then take them off.
God, they are not walking around shoes. I can tell you that. But yeah, well, good for you, Vic. Good for you. You've become
He's
very
like-
wealthy.
He can walk very quietly and
Very
run, and
wealthy.
run very fast.
Do it comfortably.
I don't like when they start squeaking. That's the worst. That's I don't want my
Oh,
sons.
yeah.
My sons wore theirs till they started squeaking, and I was like, bro, throw that away.
There's nothing worse.
It's
But
over.
they're my favorite.
It's over, John.
I can't.
It's over.
Once you have a shoe that squeaks, it's
Yeah.
early retirement
Yeah.
That's right.
because
Yeah.
it gets in the way of my stalking and my ninja activities.
You can't sneak in
I
the
can't.
middle
I can't
when you
stalk
wake up.
anywhere, and I can't do my ninja stuff.
No.
You'll
No.
wake up your wife in
Yeah,
the
I
morning.
can't. Yeah, I
Can't have
I
that.
got to move quietly.
Well, friends, we've made it. We get football tonight. It's a football Thursday. That's very exciting. I get to watch the lowly Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, you got a national
Ah,
game.
You got a team.
I feel like I'm
right.
I'm getting ready to watch an execution.
Right?
Maybe.
Oh,
maybe.
Buffalo gets a chance to get the head coach of their arch rivals fired. I'm all over that business.
Yeah,
Are you
well,
kidding me? That's all I need to hear.
it's entirely possible that happens tonight. I don't know. The Bills.
Poor McDaniel.
He's a dead man walking. So
Yeah, he is.
I think he is, unfortunately.
Well, he
knows
should
it.
get fired for
Look at
wearing
him.
those off-whites that are
Dude,
too
he-
big for him.
I want him to eat a sandwich. He looks homeless, man. He's got that leathery beach bum
dude. He
homeless look.
he's a chameleon. And that's why I worry, because if he pricks his tail, Josh Allen might die tonight.
He's got the Santeria priestess working
Is that what
overtime
that
in
is?
Miami.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
But there's sometimes, like when he first got the Dolphins job, he looked like the biggest nerd.
Yeah, he did. You're right.
Like he looked like a kid that would get pushed down in the hallway.
He looked like
a
computer nerd, like a gamer.
And
You're
then
right.
he transitioned once they had some success. He started looking like a Cuban drug lord.
He was wearing the sweats on his calves and the
with the suits. Not the suit,
Cartier
but
glasses.
Yeah. And and then now that he's not having much success, he looks like a guy who's on like an 8-day bender.
He does. Like, somebody put him under. Put him under or get him in rehab. One or the other. He can't go on like this. And I get the sense Buffalo is going to take care of business tonight and just they've got 10 days to deal with it. I don't know what the expectation is of what he would have to do to keep his job. I'd fire him even if he won.
Yeah, it's funny because I do think he's. I mean,
this is done.
If he goes up to Buffalo and beats the Bills, he ain't getting fired.
Well, I can tell you this. This expedition is done. This whatever Miami is today, this ain't what they're going to be next year.
Well, the problem for Miami is, they got married to Tua, and Tua is like the ugly girl at the club that, like, if the three of us went to the club, let's say we're three head coaches,
I'm
right?
not going to denigrate Tua too much. I'm going to blame injuries a lot on what Tua has become.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he just never had a fair shot because he's always been hurt.
Well,
now, I don't know what he could have been. I don't know what, but I know he could have been better than this.
Tua is like, to me, he's a guy that nobody else wanted to pay top-tier dollars for.
Oh, he was overpaid.
Mike McDaniel said, this is the guy that I need. So Mike McDaniel looks at him as a lot different than anybody else does, and that means you're not going to find some other coach who comes in off the street
that's
and
what
says,
I'm saying.
this is a perfect fit.
No, this is over. What I'm saying, absolutely. And some of it was, I think, the scheme. About every 6-8 years, we get a guy that shows up and says, all I need to do is get my athletes in space, and we are going to win a bunch of football games. And it doesn't work. And then they go back to being an OC, and they get regulated by a head coach, and that offense actually does start to work again when it's being regulated by somebody who says, no, we got to tighten things up and run the football. So I think he'll fall back in and be a wonderful offensive coordinator for a long time. But right now, this expedition is done. It's just a matter of, even if you win, you know he ain't coming back next year because, one, his quarterback that he's put all the stock in can't stay healthy enough. I guarantee you, at some point this year, Tua's going to get knocked out.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Likely.
This team is so bad, he's going to have to try to do so much that he's done for.
And they've talked a lot in Miami about changing the standard and becoming more physical. And remember, they got in that fight at training camp with each other because, like, the one guy said he's not trying hard enough or something. So they're in a joint practice, and they started, like, two of the linebackers started fighting. And it's like, oh, maybe these saucy Sallies are going to get their bleep together, but it doesn't matter if you keep losing.
There's a big difference between being physical and being undisciplined.
Yeah.
And that's just undisciplined.
Well, I don't know, man. It's ugly there in Miami right now, but I will say this. Week 3, this is the week where it's overreaction central. Like, every 0-2 team is awful. Every 2-0 team is perfect. It's just not true.
Well, I would say
0-2 teams in week 3 over the last, I think, 3 years are like 66% against the spread. Like, it is a massive overreaction to how bad these teams are.
I think the reason behind that is the fear sets in.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're talking about a guy losing his job in week 3.
This has been coming, man. This started in training camp with what you're talking about. This started with players that he championed that don't work out. This started with a lot of other stuff that has nothing to do but with the losses. Now, the losses added to the pressure, but this was going on prior to this. I mean, this didn't just start with 2 straight losses.
Yeah.
This is an endemic thing where everybody realized what we're trying to do is just not going to work.
I mean, they're talking about the culture change, but I think the culture got too far. Jalen Ramsey asked out, and they found him a trade partner. He was like, the culture here is garbage. I want out. Remember Tyreek Hill, like,
pulled himself out of a game. He was like, I'm not going to just be out here. Like I'm not here to just be I'm too much of a competitor to just be out here.
And you wonder if he's a symptom or a problem. But either way, it's a representative of an issue.
Well, and he said, I'm about to open up that door. I'm out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It was great playing here, but at the end of the day, I got to do what's best for my career. Dude, you're like one of the best guys on the team. You start saying that, everybody looks at you like, what the?
Well,
what
are you a
here?
problem or a symptom? Are you representing an issue, or are you the issue? I don't know if he's one or the other, but I know there's issues.
Yeah. So I don't know what the Dolphins can. I mean, I know the Dolphins aren't good.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not a playoff team.
Why prolong the inevitable? Why, get it on the next search early? Be the first guy in line for the best next coach. And right now, do you think this team has playoff aspirations?
Oh,
no.
You can't.
So that's what I'm saying. Even with a win, I don't know what you're waiting on.
Yeah.
You got a little mini bye here. You might as well do it now.
Yeah. Although, I mean, McDaniel's probably thinking if they let's assume they lose tonight, they go 0-3. Well, the good news is you've got the Jets and the Panthers next, and
that's why you bring in an interim soft landing.
That's what can happen. Well, or if you keep McDaniel and suddenly he's 2-3, well, things aren't that bad.
I don't want the other part of me is I don't want him to be successful. I don't want there to be any argument at the end of the year whether I should keep him or not. If I'm now there's some issues with the owner. What's his name? Ross.
Yeah.
If I'm Ross and I know anything about football, you're fired because I know this. But it may be enough. A couple of wins will appease an owner. Like, okay, even though you did beat two of the two worst teams in football, but okay.
But you also, I mean, you mentioned Stephen Ross is not looked at fondly by players.
No, he's
and not looked at fondly by coaches. So
owners. I mean, he tried to steal Brady and
I mean, who are you going to get? Remember. He fired a guy for not wanting to lose games on purpose.
Yeah, we say that, but there's only 32 of these jobs in the whole damn world.
But he got what was considered the hottest guy at the time here, and he's failed.
Head coaches are a lot like quarterbacks. There's not a whole lot of good ones. So he was the hot coach. I don't think anybody was mad when he hired him. It's just I go back to about every 6-8 years when we forget about it. A coach comes up with this radical idea of this spread offense where we get everybody moving around and physicality doesn't matter, speed kills, and it wins regular season games. They get hot and they lose in the playoffs, and after a while, guys get hurt, and the thing just kind of degrades to the point where we go, this style doesn't really work. You can't be physical and nuanced at the same time, or finessed at the same time. You can't be both, and that's why this goes away. They set stat numbers and put up, ridiculous kind of stats that last a long time, but there's no W's behind it. There's no long-term success.
Yeah, and that is, I mean, obviously that's what everybody's looking for. And right now it is just not coming.
And I hate to see him get fired, but I just smell it.
Colby said, who'd McDaniel champion that didn't work out? He's an offensive guy. It's their defense that sucks. I don't know if that's true.
Well, I mean, there's all that, and that's enough to get fired. You're a head coach. You're not just an offensive coach, and you're not physical, and you've got player personnel issue. You got fights on the sidelines. You got a quarterback that's made of paper mache. You don't have a backup that's worth much. You've invested in guys that don't even like to be here, and your good talent you let leave. Now, a lot of that's not on the head coach, but that's also a portent as to where they know this franchise is going that the head coach has been the captain of for a minute.
But the Miami Dolphins last year scored the same amount of points as the Carolina Panthers. So if he's an offensive genius, then woof. I don't know. I mean, I like Mike McDaniel. I'm having a hard time defending him. I think that Mike McDaniel is a really, really elite offensive coordinator who got enamored with the wrong guys.
And the wrong style. It's been unfettered. Now, under Kyle Shanahan, he was fettered. Dude, we can't. It's 3rd and 3. We're not throwing the ball. That kind of stuff. And he had free reign, and it was a fair attempt. And when it was clicking, it was fun to watch. But we also knew that there was a thermometer on this offense. When it got below 32, it wasn't going to work.
I just think Tua's not good.
Well, I think he's a good quarterback that can't stay healthy. I think he fit the build for this kind of offense. But again, this kind of offense. And he, like Kyler Murray and others, you have to have a special coach and an offense built around this unique skill set that he's got. And when it doesn't work, it looks awful because there's only one guy that can do it, and he has to be at his best to make it look average to good. So I don't think Tua's that bad. I think he's right in there with a bunch of quarterbacks, just good enough. But injuries and ineptitude ended up what could have been an average to high average career.
Yeah.
Nothing spectacular.
All right, let's take a break. I'm already behind the clock. Look at me. That's how I roll, baby. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a stall at 35 northbound at 37-281 downtown. It is taking up a right lane. Did extinguish that vehicle fire on Timber Hill right as you approach Wurzbach. Still blocking one lane. They should be clearing that soon. Road work continues 35 northbound, 1604 up to Olympia Parkway. It's causing a 40-minute travel time as you stop and go from Randolph Boulevard. You guys see something we're not talking about this early morning? Call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. That number is 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
When I used to fight, I used to say that the work was all in the training camp, and then fight night was like when you got to have fun. Is that how you feel about football games, or is there too much stress to have fun?
No, man, you nailed it, man. If you can't have fun playing and coaching this game, man, you are in the wrong damn business. It's exactly what you said. You work your butt off during the week. Sunday at 12 noon, man, that's why we do this, man, to go out there in front of the home fans at AT&T. And if you can't have fun doing that, like I said, man, you need to check your heart rate.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game, Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders.
Eli Manning here. There's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian. There's nothing like it.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. People don't trust car buyers. People think the price is going to be wrong, and people think it's going to be a hassle. Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That is what we do at GiveMeTheVin.com, and that's what makes us America's best car buyer. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now and get a quote on yours.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Now is the best time to buy a Connecticut water softener. With current models being closed out to make way for the new ones, you can save big. Call Connecticut at 656-PURE and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you. That's 656-PURE.
Guys, it's summertime. Carbox got you covered with summertime beers. Whether it's the Love Street Blonde Kolsch Ale, the Rhubarb, which is their latest Fun Series beer, or a Ziegenbach, Crawford Bach, whatever you're looking for, there's something for everybody's taste in Carbox lineup. Check them out at all your local stores.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Texas Athletics. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Gomez Law Firm has been fighting for the rights of San Antonians for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here. What is something you see often as a personal injury attorney and protecting your clients?
The one thing we always see without fault in a case is that the insurance company will always reach out to them soon after the collision, and they try to get them to agree to a low settlement. They try to get them to agree to signing a piece of paper. They want them essentially to sign their rights away without ever even consulting with an attorney. Right? In the grand scheme of things, if you sign a piece of paper, you're signing your future interest away. So that's why it's so important to call the Gomez Law Firm, because we make sure we protect your rights, and you're not signing your life away, you're not signing your rights away.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then call the Gomez Law Firm first. 210-736-4040 or visit joegomezlaw.com. Protect your family and protect your rights.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place, so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to sasportsstar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at sasportsstar.com. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Victor used to work on the docks. He had his fancy shoes.
Oh, never mind. That's a different song.
That's a different song.
Last night I watched the So Tough. I don't know if it's new. I hadn't seen it, but it was the story of Live Aid. It might not matter to you, but Vic might be.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's on. I think it's on. It's either on HBO or Netflix. It's new on one of those channels.
Okay.
And all I could think of was when I heard Bon Jovi was his hair, and they interview Bono, and he's talking about doing Live Aid and how amazing it was, and he goes, I can't even watch it because look at me with my giant mullet. And then you start looking at everybody's hair in 1985.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
Different times.
Those were different times for hair,
Products,
certainly.
Man.
I watched The Dark Wolf last night.
Oh, that's pretty good. I've seen The Dark Wolf.
I haven't seen. I mean, I'm like an episode and a half
What's
in.
that dude's name?
Taylor Kitsch.
Taylor Kitsch is in every war movie now. He's the perfect American warrior.
Taylor Kitsch used to be my friend.
Yeah, he's a Texas kid, isn't he? Yeah.
He
lived in Austin.
He's Canadian, but yeah, he lived in Austin. He was doing Friday Night Lights.
That's right. Yeah.
When I was on the radio there, and he came in to do some promotion, and we're the same age, and we hung out probably a dozen times.
Has he ever been in the Army?
No.
Has he ever killed a man?
No.
He's good at it.
No. But we used to go out to the lake and drink beer and chase tail. And then one day he got too famous and just
gotta go.
Never returned my calls. And I'm like, now he's a big superstar and we're not friends anymore.
In my experience,
I blame him for banging Lila Garrity. That's where he crossed the line. That was my gal.
There was a lot of our gals.
Yeah.
Heard a lot of us. In my experience with actors, and this is a broad stroke, but they tend to be sponges. They tend to fit into crowds really easily, and then they tend to disappear.
Yeah.
And I've known a lot of not super famous, but people that have been in the media or been actors that you think they're really good friends, close, and then gone.
Yeah.
I think that's in their mentality.
It's funny because a lot of athletes and actors will be very friendly with you, and this has happened to me several times in my radio career where I've hung out with guys for a while, and then they get to a certain level of success, and they grow out of hanging out with the radio guys.
Well, there's also then I think the more famous the athlete gets, the more concerned they get with what they say to you.
I think that's part of it as well.
Yeah, I learned a long time ago. Once I chose this line of work, my friendship with athletes was done.
Yeah,
and I'm not any worse for it.
Yeah,
but that's just part of the gig we've got.
Well, yeah, I do. I'd still like Taylor Kitsch. If you're listening, Taylor,
I think he's awesome. I'm a fan, but he's the prototypical soldier. He's steely-eyed, man.
I welcome a return to our friendship, but
Well, maybe if you knew what you had become.
Well,
you were A.J. Hoffman when he first met you. Now you're something else.
No, I'm pretty much the same. No. I'm pretty much he's something else.
No,
he's become very wealthy.
Well,
and very
famous. Become a famous shock jock.
Well, you'll hear that a little bit later.
I'm just saying, if you
worry.
had any idea of what you've become,
we are cranking it up around here.
So you guys are
going to learn today about our new show.
Now he might see something different. Now you might be able to measure up to his stardom.
You guys are going to learn about our new show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take a break and get us back on clock. When we get back, I've got to ask you a question, and Vic, I'm going to ask you the same question.
I hate this.
And it's nothing to do with sport or anything.
You're not going to ask me for money, are you?
This is a life question.
You're not going to ask me for money.
I'm not going to ask you for money. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a stall at 35 northbound at 37-281 downtown. It is taking up a right lane. Did extinguish that vehicle fire on Timber Hill right as you approach Wurzbach. Still blocking one lane. They should be clearing that soon. Road work continues 35 northbound, 1604 up to Olympia Parkway. It's causing a 40-minute travel time as you stop and go from Randolph Boulevard. You guys see something we're not talking about this early morning? Call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. That number is 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders.
Eli Manning here. There's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian. There's nothing like it.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe pork rinds at H-E-B.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard joining MediShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network, so yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Football is back, and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long, and you can play here in Texas. Hi, Jason Minix here from The Blitz. Love playing on Underdog because it's easy. You just pick whether you think your players are going to go higher or lower on particular stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, rushing yards. Get your picks right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1. So download the Underdog app. Sign up today with promo code STAR to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR. Millions of fans have won billions of dollars making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Again, promo code STAR on Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Make the Break Room on Pat Booker Road in Live Oak your football watching headquarters. Watch all the college and NFL games on the 17 HD TVs. The Break Room shows all UFC and boxing events with no cover. The kitchen is open daily until midnight with karaoke on Tuesday nights and a DJ every Friday with pool, darts, video games, a patio. It's more than your average neighborhood bar. So check out the Break Room at 8084 Pat Booker Road in Live Oak. Follow the Break Room Live Oak on social media for the latest specials and events.
Kinetico water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Kinetico of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at KineticoSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
Our office computers were from like 2012.
What? They had computers then?
Yeah, I don't know much about new tech.
Apparently.
So I went to Staples and saved big on an AI-powered HP laptop and HP OfficeJet Pro printer, which also came with 3 months of free instant ink.
And we're back in this century. During Staples HP Tech Event, save up to 35% on HP printers and up to 40% on AI-powered HP PCs.
That was easy.
In-store, online, and on the app. Into 11/1 select models only.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Cowboys get a big win against the Giants. They're headed to Chicago. We're talking about it with Stephen Jones.
That's right. He will join us at 4 o'clock. Plus, we'll talk about that Texans loss and what's coming up for them with the great John McClain at 5:15.
They can't go 0-3, can they?
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's the Cowboys from Hell with your hosts, Axeman and the Bobcat. Take it away, boys, and try to keep it clean.
Yeah, bitches. It's the Cowboys from Hell, Axeman and the Bobcat. This doesn't fit our vibe, Vic. What do you...
Yes,
Bro,
it does.
No,
Kind
we're
of clownish.
No. We were a kick-ass rock show for a minute.
Are we clowns to you?
Yeah.
You find us clownish?
Kick-ass rock shows don't play music like that. No.
Yo soy latino, a ver, no sabe.
No.
No sabe el rock.
Sabe el rock and roll.
No sabe el Pantera, a ver.
We're gonna have to get rid of DJ Torta, man.
No hablo inglés, a ver.
Oh man.
No entiendo nada, pues.
Well, we are. It is the Cowboys from Hell. Axeman and the Bobcat on 94.1. We had one of our guys record that yesterday, and he was like, before I voice this, you mind if I go have a cigarette?
Please do.
Like, hell yeah.
We need gravel. Can you chew on some rocks while you're out there too?
Good stuff. So yesterday, I've now, I am 45 years old. I'm in terrible physical condition, as those of you watching on YouTube can see.
So I can point out some other stuff.
We've got time. Okay. We got several hours left of programming. So I'm back in the gym.
What gym?
LA Fitness.
All right.
And I haven't been in a gym. Like, I've worked out at fight gyms, but I haven't been in like a box gym or whatever you want to call it since pre-COVID.
All right.
Or since COVID. Like, when COVID hit, I was like, all right, well, I'm done with that.
Right.
And I was there yesterday. There's got to be a time limit on how long you're allowed to sit on a machine between reps, like between sets. These dudes they'll do a set, and then they'll get on their phone, and like they'll text, they'll crush candy, and it's like there's people waiting around for this. Is there an appropriate time?
You're looking at me like I know.
Before you say, like, hey, bro, let's shuffle along. Yeah, you know who would be great? I don't know if Claymore is on the Brigade Bar yet. He might, some days he sleeps in. Or I guess Pledger is. I know Pledger's already up. What's an appropriate amount of time to sit between
you're
sets?
Done.
3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yeah, that's too long. No, the moment you're done.
You get better results when you rest about 3 minutes in between sets.
Well, okay, but you're
sets of 10? So you do
maybe 10, no, not 10, maybe 15.
Dude, these guys are doing sets of 10 and then sitting there. And it's like, I feel like you're better if you push your body. I don't know, man. I'm very frustrated with the cell phone gym culture. I don't like it. I want
Well, you're going to ban the cell phones?
It like
I would.
Yeah.
I would tell people no cell phones in the gym.
What's the naked policy in the locker room? You got like a bunch of old dudes standing around naked?
I haven't seen anybody full nude. Yeah, I haven't seen any of that yet.
Just curious.
And nobody was naked in the sauna, which was nice. I used to go to a gym and what I found out, I went to this gym for about 4 years. It was a 24-hour fitness in the Galleria in Houston. And eventually I learned that this is a heavy populated gay gym. And I didn't understand why dudes would just get in the sauna butt-ass naked. And
how else are you supposed to get in?
I got in there in shorts, gym shorts, every day.
Dude, I grew up going to the Air Force gyms, and it was nude in the sauna.
That's crazy.
Towel, and that was it.
Okay, if you're in a towel wrapped on you, that's fine.
Well, yeah, wrapped on you, but you sit down in a towel.
These guys would sit the towel down.
Yeah,
and just sit there with their crank hanging.
I'm telling you, that's how I grew up, man. You'd go into a sauna, you were bare ass naked. It didn't matter.
Well, Claymore's there. Okay, Pledger says 60 to 90 seconds.
See, I think that's about right. Yeah,
60
when you're
seconds
done, get your
feels
breath
like-
and get up and wipe the seat down. But maybe times have changed.
3 minutes is like when
Yeah,
Vic
2
said
to
that.
5 Yeah, it is.
What
Yeah,
was the
look.
average age of those that were sitting on the
In their 20s.
See,
Oh,
there you
yeah,
go.
it doesn't.
They don't have any idea.
They're literally just playing on their phone.
Well, they have no idea what's going on around them.
But who has time for this? Like
20-year-olds, what do you think?
You know
They're
how hard
working?
it is to carve
They
out
can't get
like
jobs.
time in your day to go to the gym for an hour and a half or 2 hours. Like
These people don't have jobs.
Yeah.
Wow. Nobody got time for that, man. Matt says when they were lifting weights on Oz, nobody took 3 minutes between sets. That's true. On Oz?
Oh, the prison show.
In the
God, that's a reference.
In the yard.
I haven't thought of that in a minute.
You haven't thought about violent prison rape in a while?
Oz kind of was like, yikes! Show that to teenagers.
That's what I was a teenager when that came out. It scared me straight.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I ain't trying to go to prison, get knifed up and butt sexed. I don't want that.
Nope.
No way. But yeah, that was my big frustration from yesterday, and I was like, maybe the culture's just changed.
You hadn't mentioned that you had joined a gym.
Well, I was just trying. I was trying to let the results speak for themselves, Rob.
So we'd have never known.
I thought one day I'd come in and you'd be like, "Wow."
So we'd have never known.
You've been working out?
You know, because yesterday I was talking about I got a Peloton. And I think we're going to sell it. We're gonna,
Are you serious?
Dude, Vic, he was asking me about vacations. How long ago was this? 3 months ago?
Yeah, about at the beginning of the summer.
He's like, what do you think about vacations? And I recommended a place to him that's a pretty affordable place, relatively, and he's like, oh, that's a good idea. I'd like to go there. And then the next week he comes in, he's like, yeah, we're between that or getting a Peloton. And they got a Peloton,
which has turned into a lovely.
Now it just hangs laundry.
Hanging on it. I tried. I did. I just can't. I can't watch TV and work out and take it seriously.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I would do a Peloton if it was in my house. Like I've got to. I don't know. It's to me like the idea of working out remotely with someone. I'm sure a Peloton was great during COVID for people who need that interaction.
They're motivating and relatively hot. But
I'm one of these people. I don't need any interaction when I'm working out. I just want I'm good doing it in my garage half the time. If it wasn't so damn hot, that's what I would do here.
No, I'm too close to the to just stopping and going and watch TV.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
like, I'll come back and finish this workout later, or start up later. I'm always one of the first one out. They have the listing of all this. It's just not going to work out for me.
Okay.
So I need to be coached. I'm one of those guys who need to be coached hard.
What's a Peloton cost?
It was after the. I think we were right a little over $2,000.
And you got to pay like a monthly fee or something.
Yeah, but that kind of came built in. I think for a minute. I haven't turned it on in a while, so I don't know if we still have it or not.
You didn't last long at all.
No, but I'm used to this thing when I hung around the house until we just gave it away.
Yeah, everybody,
You know what I mean?
everybody thinks like I'm gonna. If I pay for this, I'm gonna do it.
It was all of that, and
it's a wedding gift for your son.
At the beginning of the summer, I was all in, and then no, just it's
when
just,
you say all in, like how
I'd
often
get
were you
home
doing
and
it?
I'd do the workout, and sometimes I'd maybe do 2 a day.
Oh, okay.
And that
lasted a week or two.
That's about it.
Yeah,
yeah. It
and
was about
you
as
were like,
long as
well, peak physical condition.
That's about it. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just a couple more sit-ups away from a perfect body.
Well, yeah, I see it coming.
Yeah,
I see it coming, Rob.
So I just gave up. You, on the other hand, just kind of snuck off and joined a gym. You're going to show off your quads before long.
That's the.
Are you going for bulk or definition?
Both. Yeah, I'm considering a bodybuilding contest.
I think it's the over 60 Mr. Atlas. Weren't you lifting there for a minute, Vic?
Yeah.
You still doing it?
Still doing it a little
okay.
bit. Just
So I'm
not
about to
a
say,
lot,
it sounds like you've gone the way of the Peloton with this.
Yeah, I've maintained 195.
Maybe
for
we need
about
to
3 months.
Oh
now.
no, I've gained 7 pounds in the last 6 months.
Yeah, no, I've kept.
Yeah, my doctor is not happy with Dr. Torres. We're having a come to Jesus meeting on Monday.
Well,
well
that's that's a perfect transition, Rob. What did Dr. Torres do for you?
See, Dr. Torres, when I first met him about 8 years ago, I weighed about 300 pounds. No joke. I weighed a lot and didn't feel very good about myself. Didn't like the way I looked. Didn't like the way I felt. I didn't think I could ever lose weight. I'd tried before and never had been successful, and I'd heard about Dr. Torres. And when I went to meet him, I realized he was the perfect fit for what I needed to have done. And what I needed was rather unique, but everybody's unique, right? He put together a program that fit my lifestyle, that fit what I needed, but still followed the science of weight loss. I mean, we still did the appropriate things. This was not the easiest thing I ever done. Still continues to be. I'll tell you, it's the best thing I've ever done for myself. So if it's time for you to lose weight, the doctors are telling you, you just look in the mirror and don't like what you see or the way you feel. Dr. Torres is a great, great opportunity for you. Give him a call today, 210-468-1891 is his phone number. His website is iffhealth.com. If the semaglutide craze is not for you, you're not looking forward to shots, and there's other things that just don't fit your lifestyle, but you want to lose the weight and keep it off, I cannot recommend Dr. Torres more highly. He's become a friend of mine. Let him become a friend of yours. Call him today. Go to his website. Change your life. And when you do, come on by and thank me later.
The Fall Golf Classic. The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
You know the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
You work hard to provide for yourself and your family, and that's why identity theft is so scary. Not only does it pose a threat to your financial well-being, everything you've worked so hard for, but it's also a danger to your family. Even children can be victims. It's not their money thieves go after, obviously, but their social security number. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Act now and save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard joining MediShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-1783. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-1783. That's 800-575-1783. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Hey, San Antonio. Multiple tours overseas, years of protecting the country. It all adds up at University of Maryland Global Campus. Earn up to 90 credits for prior learning, military experience, and training toward our low-cost degree and certificate programs. We call that credit where credit is due. For over 75 years, our dedicated success coaches have been helping service members achieve their goals. Get started with local support and online and hybrid courses right here in San Antonio. Visit UMGC at San Antonio or umgc.edu/SATX.
If Old Spice Deep Sea Super Hydration Body Wash were music, what would it sound like? Start with the deep sounds of Old Spice's ocean waves and kelp. Layer on the smooth, renewing moisture. You wouldn't hear any parabens or phthalates because Old Spice Deep Sea hasn't got any. But you would hear that vitamin B3 for healthier looking skin. So while your regular body wash sounds like this, Old Spice sounds like this. Sounds like it smells amazing.
Here in Texas, we know that trust is earned and reputation matters. Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and that Texans can respect. A firm where no defendant is too big and no case is too small. Backed by a track record of success and a commitment to our clients, Thomas J. Henry remains the name you can depend on if you have been injured. Trust the firm that stands for you. Trust Thomas J. Henry, San Antonio, Texas.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. It's Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Happy Small Friday.
Yep, yep. Yep, yep.
Yeah. Now, will your attention be on Dolphins Bills tonight?
Yeah, the college games aren't.
Or the big college matchup?
So we got some MAC
Rice
action.
at Charlotte.
I think I'll be watching the end of Mike's career.
Oh, yeah, I think I will too. I mean, go Rice. I mean,
there's only one game. That's it.
Only one game tonight. Yeah.
No, I'm not. As much as I appreciate Rice and the intelligence that they bring to the world.
Mm-hmm. And a good halftime show also.
I'm sure the band will put on a show.
A good halftime show as well. Yeah. And then tomorrow we get 2 games: Tulsa at Oklahoma State.
Ooh, boy, I'll tell you what. Have you ever heard? Has Gundy ever had a must-win against Tulsa?
Probably not.
I get the sense this cat. I thought he was safe this year because he negotiated his contract down over the summer. You know, he took less to stay longer.
69-3. Nice.
Dude, it's over, man.
That'll put you on people's radar.
And I think he shouldn't be fired. I think he's in a tough situation at Oklahoma State. You know, the shining star leaves the conference. He's He doesn't have the money to compete. He doesn't have the infrastructure.
But don't you think at some point
he's a good coach?
A team, a football program just needs a reset.
No, and I do think that we might have come to this, but I wish it was on his terms. And I guess it never happens. Only Sabans get to leave on their terms.
It's very rare.
But it's unfortunate because I do appreciate what Gundy has done. I think he's earned a better end, but it's over.
I always tell everybody, Mac Brown won 10 games a year or more at Texas for like 12 years in a row, and then he got fired.
Yeah, it's such his life, but it's a tough place to be up there in Oklahoma State without OU there. There's no North Star there and no money.
Iowa at Rutgers the other game tomorrow. All right. I do want to talk some college football on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
When you think San Antonio sports, think 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your home for the Cowboys. KTFM Floresville and SASportsStar.com.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at TSAOG.com.
Hey, it's Rob Thompson here for Prize Picks. Let me tell you something. It is so good to be right. In Prize Picks, there's no better way to prove your knowledge than to play Prize Picks. And Dallas Cowboy fans, you know every game counts, so don't miss a moment of the action this season on Prize Picks. Make your picks on your favorite Cowboys every week and ride with the boys all season long. You got all kinds of play, all kinds of ways to go. Right now, Prize Picks is offering $50 in lineups. That's money you can play with. Use it and prove how good you are. Prize Picks. There's only one place to go. All you need to know is more or less. You can pick your players, you can pick your game, but we got the place for you. It's Prize Picks. And remember the code ALAMO. Alamo's the one you need. If you put that in there, use the code ALAMO for your $50 free play. That's $50 when you use the term ALAMO. You know the game. Go play it in the right place. That's Prize Picks. It's so good to be right, and you're always right when you head to Prize Picks. Go get it today. Download the app, use the code ALAMO, and you can come by and thank me later.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports. and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-1783. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-1783. That's 800-575-1783. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we do have an accident downtown I-10. Lower level eastbound as you approach 35. This wreck is in the left lane, and it's causing about a 10-minute delay as you slow from Woodlawn. 35 northbound, 1604 up to Olympia Parkway. That's some ongoing road work that's got the roadway reduced to one lane. It's causing about a 40-minute travel time slow from Weidner. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
Dallas Cowboys kicker Brandon Aubrey was named NFC Special Teams Player of the Week after his 16-point performance that included going 4 for 4 in field goals and 4 for 4 in extra points. We have football tonight as the Miami Dolphins head up to Buffalo to take on the Bills, a game you can catch live right here with a 6:30 pregame. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Centergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowt.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Rob kills himself sometimes.
Just last night, it was I rarely have to get up and take my dogs out in the middle of the night. One of the reasons is I get up and leave in the middle of the night, and if it ever happens, my wife's the only one there.
Yeah.
But last night, it was about 12:30 or 1, my dog needed to go outside. And I was already asleep, obviously, so the dog wakes me out, and I'm standing out front. And while I'm outside, while she is taking a leak, I decide I'm going to go ahead and take a leak. Okay. I'm standing outside. I live out in the country, so I'm taking a leak, and I
love to pee outside.
And,
I love it.
It's a freeing feeling. That's the great thing about nature. It's a big toilet. And I'm standing outside taking my – it is just a giant toilet when you think about it. Okay. And I look down, and I'm peeing on my dog. I peed on my dog's head.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I looked down, and my dog was like, what are you doing? And I guess leaned into it, and I just peed right in her face. Just peed right on her.
That's terrible.
It is. So I had to go in at 12:30 at night and get a towel and wash my dog down. My wife's like, what are you doing?
Babe, go back to sleep. I accidentally pissed on the dog.
I pissed on the dog. I'm sorry.
Not a big deal.
I didn't tell her. What are you doing? Nothing. You don't want to know. Because you know that would have become a conversation.
No,
I'm just trying to go to sleep.
No, just tell him he ran into a puddle somewhere.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to lay there and like, what's that smell? that stupid dog just kind of looked up at me like,
smells
that's
like
funny.
a Comanche Park bathroom.
That's what just pissed right in her face, just right on her head.
Sometimes you got to go.
Hey, you got to go.
When you got to go, you got to go.
Well,
I'm proof of that.
I'm not mad at me. I'm the one that just had to go. She's the one that leaned into it.
Franklin says he lives in the city and still pees in his backyard.
Isn't it great? That's just a good feeling.
The neighbors used to complain.
I've got a privacy fence. Big deal.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, but I never pee on my dog. That's rude.
No, that's rude. That's wrong. I'm firmly against it.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. Robert says Rob just lost the nickname Bobcat. You're R. Kelly Jr.
No kidding. I didn't take any enjoyment out of
Drip, drip, drip on your lip.
On your lip. No, I didn't enjoy it. I did it, but I didn't enjoy it.
No, I get it, Rob.
Oh,
I'm just standing there, and the noise changed. You know, you hear the sound of it hitting the rocks, and then it got soft. I'm like, what the hell? Look down, the dog's smiling at me. Hey, man.
40 ounces of malt liquor make me want to tell you something.
I want to pee on you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's awful, man.
See, I'm rolling around, sitting on dubs. Can't lie. I was high on shrubs. Cooling in my Escalade. Man, I'm paid. I got it made. Take me to your special place. Close your eyes. Show me your face. I'm going to piss on it.
See, I went pee. I didn't go all in on
Well, that
it.
was quoting a song.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the words of the great
Dave
Chappelle. Haters want to hate, lovers want to love. I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you.
That was the best, too, man. He's brilliant.
Your body is a porta potty. He said, when I pee, I kick like I does karate.
See, but you have to combine that with the video. When you see the video, it even adds.
Only thing that make my life complete is when I turn your face into a toilet seat. Pee on you. I mean, what a brilliant show that was. No, I mean, I don't think it's sad. I need to tell my kids to watch Chappelle's show. I don't think they've seen it. Yeah, they
This one and the Rick James I can watch like constantly and over and over and not get tired of it.
Oh man. Can you play this on the air? Or
no, I don't want to. No.
I'm not sure.
There's no cursing in it. It was on Comedy Central.
Yeah, we're right on the line.
A little bit. Well, yeah.
I'll just YouTube that.
Yeah, just YouTube that when you get to work.
Oh. He's got the milk jug.
Look, he's got the water hose.
Oh,
funny,
man.
That's funny.
Mine. R. Kelly was not in prison.
No, he was free. He was a free man.
Allegations at the time.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
You know how true they had to be for him not to be in debt forever?
Oh, I know, right?
You know how truthful that ended up being?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay.
All right, here, let me turn it off here.
Bro, you got me laughing too hard on this. Okay. College football news from yesterday. The NCAA approved the move to a single transfer portal window. So the spring transfer portal window, gone.
So all those guys that hung around through the spring game and realized, hey, I ain't going to play, now they're stuck. They can't leave.
So there was a 2-window thing. So you had 30 days total in the winter and spring. And now there's no post-spring movement, which over 1,000 players transferred after the spring last year. And
this might be good enough.
Oh, I think this is a big deal, man.
I think this might be enough. I don't know if it is, but it's a massive step toward the comfort level of coaches. Coach, this morning, Coach Traylor woke up and suddenly it's like you've been rewarded a 2-week vacation. That March, April time frame, I don't remember the date. That was the worst time of the year for mid-major universities.
Yeah.
Because that's when you just got candy picked. I mean, they picked you got picked clean by everybody who's wanting to leave. Openings that came up, guys that you penciled in as starters were gone.
Now, the window, the portal's expected to open up on June 2nd and close on June 11th. And now everything's up for debate with the change, like what the timing and the length of that window is going to be now. And there will be an exemption for players who play in the postseason. So if you're on a playoff team, you'll have a secondary window. But there's also expected to be a pretty big shift in the rules for post-grad transfers. Previously, you were allowed to enter the portal beginning October 1st. Under the new system, grad transfers will enter the portal at the same time as non-grad transfers. So they don't get any special treatment either.
I don't know enough about this, but I do know whenever you do something like this, there's going to be an unintended consequence. There's going to be a positive loophole that somebody's going to find. They're going to beta test this, and they're going to find a loophole, something that you can get over with. I don't know where it is. It sounds to me like this is a perfect step forward. I hope it's enough. I think we're going to have to get down to one portal period.
Yeah.
And we're not there yet.
Well, I mean, that's what basketball has.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be.
And I don't think we're there. I'm not sure we can get there because of just the sheer number of players in schools. I just don't think there's enough time for one portal period. But this is a good beginning anyway.
This is great. I mean, Jeff Traylor's going to love this.
Oh, yeah, man.
Because what happens is these teams go through that spring window and they say, okay, like the Power 4 teams go through that spring their spring football and they go,
we need a left tackle.
Yeah, we need something. We need this guy. Let's go pillage someone, and they were able to do that. That's gone now.
Or on the other side of that, the kid at UTSA that suddenly showed out in the sophomore year, you go, oh my goodness, I got us a junior starter, and he suddenly starts trolling without you knowing.
Yeah.
He's looking around and you go through spring game, you get everything going, he's going to be a starter, and then gone, just gone.
Now, this also is going to be good for JUCO players who remember, JUCO players had kind of gone the way of the dinosaur because you don't need to go to JUCO now because you can find guys from D1 football and steal them. So JUCO players are going to have a chance to get back into things. The one rule that I've always I think is got to stay the same is you get a 30-day window anytime a head coach gets fired. So like Virginia Tech, this has already happened.
I think
who else fired their coach? Am I wrong? UCLA.
Yeah.
When that happens, I think players should get a window to bail out because most players are not choosing a school to play for. They're choosing a coach to play for.
If you're choosing the school to play for, you're probably not playing. You're probably on the team. You know what I mean? You're probably a over-recruited star to fill out a roster where you probably could have played somebody else, but you wanted to go to that school. That's where Dad went. That's where my uncle went. That's where I'm going to go.
But most guys are picking a coach.
Well, they're picking a coach to go play. If you're picking a school, you're going there for other reasons, unless you're the dual kind of my daddy went there, I'm great too. But for the most part, if you chose a school over a coach, it's because you probably weren't going to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you wanted to be on the team.
But I meant
I know exactly what you're saying.
Big time players.
Yeah,
like
they're
guys,
there for the. And they're not even there for the head coach. They're there for the coach that recruited them.
Yeah, who's going to prep me to get to the next level?
Yeah, I'm there for my position coach. Far more. The head coach was the closer. You met him twice.
So I think this is a good shift for college football. I mean, 4,000 players entered the transfer portal last year. 4,000.
And I don't have a problem with that. You should be able to get up and go, but there do need to be some limitations. It was such an indentured servitude for 100 years that it's hard to fathom where we were, where we are today, and we just kind of opened the floodgates. But I don't want to limit a player's ability to go. I just want to limit the time frame that the player's able to go.
Well, and I think that's what coaches are saying. Like, we understand that we're going to lose players, but it's much like recruiting. Like you have to do a certain amount of recruiting. You also have to do a certain amount of like trying to maintain the roster you've got. And it's very difficult to like shut down everything and now recruit the guys that you've already recruited and brought in. And like, I've got to put this circle around these guys and keep them held in for this window. And we got to do that twice. It's a lot to ask. So I think coaches are going to love this. Players probably not. And
as long as you still have mobility, I think they'll be all right.
Don't be surprised if you see lawsuits pop up out of this, because every time there's a shift like this, players file lawsuits and they want to. There's going to be some sort of well, in this circumstance, we'll allow it. There's going to be those. But I do think there had to be a throttling. It was just out of control.
I don't think there's going to be a lawsuit.
Okay.
They're not really restraining trade. I mean, you're still able to get up and go. There's limits on when you can buy alcohol. You can still buy it. There's just a time we say you can't. So I think that it's pretty safe that what they do won't be blown up by the courts. But given this situation, it wouldn't shock me. But I just hope it's enough. But my fear is when we start. There's a reason why the grad transfer was done the way it was, and then we start altering it. And I hope we haven't forgotten why it was what it was. And so I get the sense that once we do this, in about a year, we're going to go, wait a minute, we went too far on this. We need to alter this. So might not be done, but 90% of it, let's hope this is it.
Now, the teams that don't like this are teams that are consistently playing late into the season, like the teams that are making the Final Four and the championship games. Ryan Day this week said, I don't think this is a good idea at all.
Well, he's the one he's also one of the teams that cherry picks talent from across the country.
He said, I don't understand how teams that are playing in the playoffs are expected to make the decisions and sign their upcoming players while they're still getting ready to play games. It doesn't make any sense to me.
There's only 8 coaches in the world that have your problem.
Right.
You know that.
Yeah. And this also kind of puts teams in a bind that have late NFL draft guys. Because a lot of players don't decide until the seasons are over, and that could be after the portal window closes. So now if you play in the national title game and then a player says, I'm going to the draft after the title game, now you don't have a way to get them back. Like you don't have a way to backfill those spots.
The smallest violin in the world.
That's kind of the thought.
Because you're only like 12, 15 coaches that are going to have this problem consistently, and there's 300 others that won't.
Yeah.
I think that's a problem I'm willing to live with.
Yeah. And they're saying there's also some of these teams that have GMs are saying you can't miss now. There's no opportunity to dip back in the portal to replace a transfer who didn't live up to expectations or nab a veteran.
You have to be good at your job?
Yeah.
What? That's not fair.
Yep. So you're going to have to get good at actually evaluating players.
Wait a minute. I thought I just got paid. I didn't know I had to do stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult. Very difficult. All right. Vic's telling me to hit a break. I don't know why Vic's being such a little.
Let's go.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to take a break here because
Stop
Vic's
giving us the fingers.
Yeah.
Counting down.
Good break. Man, Axeman and the Bobcat go to break when we want.
Time is irrelevant to us.
Time is a flat circle.
Something like that.
Morning Huddle 94.1.
Bunkin' Biscuit's the place to go if you got pets that need a place to stay while you need a place to stay. If you're heading out of town, if you're going for that long weekend, a long trip, there is no better place than the Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit over in Selma. That's where I take my fur babies. My babies deserve the very best, and so do yours. They deserve to be taken care of by someone who cares about as much about them as you do. And Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit certainly feels the need. And whether you're just going to be gone for a day, an overnight stay, they've got you covered. They've got everything you need to keep up with your pets, 24/7 on-site care, the webcam access that so many of us love. We want to make sure our babies are playing or sleeping nice, and they've got the kennels that have all the video that you need. They do temperament assessments when the dogs arrive. That's for your dog's protection and everybody else's. They make sure they play with dogs that play the same way they do. And they've got monitoring inside, outside play, the splash pads, all of that. Also, training if you're looking for a little bit of extra for your dog. That's Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit. The number's 210-750-1298. It's mybunkinbiscuit.com. They got specials for newbies if you're the first time there. I highly recommend going and checking them out. That's what I did. It's easy to find, 35 just outside of 1604. That's Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit, the official pet resort of the Morning Huddle. Take your babies there, and I know you're going to thank me later.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle,
and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, Number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play. Or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
L&S Pump Repair Machine Shop, your go-to for saltwater disposal and pump repairs, on-site service 24/7, parts on hand, and full pump packages ready to roll. Call L&S 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted law firm for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us today. Jose, tell us about the cases you all specialize in.
We do ride-sharing cases, we do 18-wheeler cases, work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
Huge savings on Dell AI PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors are here, and they're newly designed to help you do more faster. They can generate code, edit images, multitask without lag, draft emails, summarize documents, create live translations, and even extend your battery life. That's the power of Dell AI with Intel inside. Upgrade today by visiting Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
When I used to fight, I used to say that the work was all in the training camp, and then fight night was like when you got to have fun. Is that how you feel about football games, or is there too much stress to have fun?
No, man, you nailed it, man. If you can't have fun playing and coaching this game, man, you are in the wrong damn business. It's exactly what you said. You work your butt off during the week. Sunday at 12 noon, man, that's why we do this, man, to go out there in front of the home fans at AT&T. And if you can't have fun doing that, like I said, man, you need to check your heart rate.
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game, Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Is that a rocket in your pocket, or are you just happy to hear us? It's the Cowboys from Hell with your hosts, Axeman and the Bobcat. Take it away, boys, and try to keep it clean.
Yeah! Welcome in, Morning Huddle. There we go. Axeman and the Bobcat on a Thursday for you weak sauce mother plaguers. See, that feels better, right, Vic?
Not a little
That's
bit,
more
yeah.
with our vibe.
I just had the other song ready. That's all it was.
You need to start sounding more like you gotta talk more like this.
Oh, all right, yeah.
I want you to talk like a biker Mexican. Like you're from the Mayans. Can you do that? Can you
what
do
does
that?
that sound like?
What did they say? I can do that.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah,
I can do that.
A little bit of Spanglish, but like also kind of sound tough. Like
sound like the Sons of Anarchy.
Like
way
nobody's
of it.
gonna jack with me, man.
That's right.
And say Holmes sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then point my fingers down like that.
You got to say fool.
When biker Mexicans call you Holmes, it's like, oh, that's scary.
They call you fool, you're in trouble.
Oh yeah,
You're a fool.
Hey, fool.
Yeah, where you from, fool?
No, that's more black dudes call you fool.
Oh, that's East L.A., man.
What's up, Holmes?
Oh, hey,
yeah,
Holmes.
orale, Holmes.
Hey, Holmes, you by yourself today? What? My friend he's behind me. Yeah.
All right.
You'll sound a lot tougher. So when we do Axeman and the Bobcat, you got to sound like
You got to just sound like a biker, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's the vibe I want our show to have.
Okay, I won't sound white.
And the Bobcat, you're gonna have to be aggressive.
No.
You can't be like, I don't know.
I don't.
You're too chill right now. That's Rob. I need the Bobcat.
Well, I'm not on that wavelength. Bobcat.
Are we gonna get this done or not?
I'm easing into it.
Are you guys committed?
I am.
I have never had any aspirations to do that other stuff.
You're like Ben Johnson. You're just like, I don't know why we're not
Yeah.
No, I'm not Ben Johnson.
Yeah, you're my Caleb Williams. I'm Ben Johnson. I want to know why you're not doing better.
I am not any of that.
I think that's what it is.
No.
I want you to be better, and you're over here painting your nails.
I am better. Don't drag me down.
I don't care
put me
what
in this offense.
I don't care what you say, Axeman.
I'm in a bad offense.
I don't care what you say, Axeman. I'm just me.
You're not
and
utilizing my talents.
I'm always gonna be the Bobcat, no matter what you say.
Yeah.
See, that's not the Bobcat I'm looking for.
I wasn't the Bobcat until yesterday. About
I know,
this time.
I know, but I get better at it.
Somebody have it thrust upon us.
Claymore says, AJ, we don't call anyone fool. Claymore, you're like Jamaican black guy.
Yeah,
you're different, man. You don't talk like the American brothers.
Where you from, fool?
I grew up with Mr. T. I pity the fool.
That's right.
That's right. Pity the fool.
I don't think there's an L on what I'm talking about. It's fool.
Yeah, I pity the fool.
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 Yeah, I don't think anybody calls anybody fool anymore.
Oh, if you hear it, it might be the last thing you hear.
Well,
last time I heard it was where? On Friday? Was it Friday, the movie?
Oh, I thought you meant like last week.
No, like the movie.
It's like, oh, you're hanging out with some shady folks calling you fool. No,
it was Ice Cube's girlfriend, I think.
Yeah,
that was it.
No one calls me fool anymore. Except my wife every once in a while. You're a fool, but it's different. It hits different.
It's different.
It does hit a little bit different when it's coming from your wife. All right, Morning Huddle 94.1. We do have Thursday night football tonight. We talked about it a little bit this morning. The Miami Dolphins are kind of up against it. This is a big game for them. I think they have to look competitive tonight. I think a blowout here would be really bad for
And
them.
how do they look competitive? What are they going to have to do?
You have to score a bunch of points.
Yeah.
because their defense is not very good.
Do you? The stats have been. I mean, the score has been awful, but they've had some fantasy performance. It's not like they're not moving the ball, but it's been herky-jerky, and again, they can't stop anybody. And I have zero expectation for tonight. Do you think they're going to band together and win for their coach? No, I don't think they like their coach. You think they're going to band together and save their quarterback's career? No, I don't think they like their quarterback. There's no real corporate knowledge here. There's not anybody who's been around any longer than the quarterback who's paper mache. And I think I think Buffalo has something to prove. They stumbled last week. They had a hell of a win to start the season. Last week they didn't look very good against a bad team. Now they're going home against a worse team. I get the sense that this could be a fleecing, a just one of those, it gets out of hand before we know it. It's 35-0 kind of beatings.
I could see that. That wouldn't shock me. But I also, I do think that maybe there's an overreaction to how bad Miami's been so far. And that does tend to happen. You see a team go 0-2 and you go, oh, they're dreadful. I don't think they're good, but they're probably better than what they look right now.
But where are they better? I agree that there is talent on this team. They were put together for a purpose, and when everything's clicking, yeah, they can score some points. But I don't think they're hiding anything on defense. I don't think there's suddenly something going to come around the bend there. I don't see a lot coming around the offense. They look disjointed. They don't look happy doing what they're doing. I got a head coach who looks like he's lost his dog all the time. This just looks like everybody sees what I see, the end. Like it's happening now, thank goodness. We're going to put ourselves out of our misery. And on the other side, I think Buffalo has something to prove. Last week was ugly.
I don't know if it was. They won.
They
won by 20 points. That game was never in doubt.
It was never. It was a run. It was running Cook, and you had tight ends dropping passes. Josh didn't look very good.
Josh didn't have to do anything.
I agree with that.
They were up 20-0 before Josh even had to sweat.
I agree, but those kind of games aren't good for anybody.
I disagree.
Oh no!
When you play
in a disjointed game and your offense doesn't click, but you still win. No, that's not good for anybody. You're just treading water. They didn't get better last week.
I feel so much better about how they played last week than I did about them against the Ravens,
and
where they gave
take it away. But I'm telling
40
you,
against the Ravens.
There are wins against bad teams where you develop bad habits and you still win, and it's not good for you. You think that's what you can use to win games? No, that's the Jets. You got away with it. In Miami, when you play teams that are bad, you've got to be good to pull something out of it. You can't just eke by and tread water.
I don't know how you think they eked by last week.
No, they didn't. I'm just talking about looking at Josh Allen had an average
You're
game.
talking about fantasy.
No, I'm talking about an offense that's clicking, and what clicked last week was the run game. They ran the ball.
They had over 400 yards of offense last week.
They did against a Jet team that they should have smashed.
When is 400? They won by 20 points and had 400 yards of offense.
So is that good or bad? That's good.
Great.
So what are the Giants? Are they great?
No.
They had 400 yards of offense. Are they great?
Well, they lost.
Are they great, though? They had 400 yards of offense.
No.
So I don't quantify. I quantify yards as just yards. That doesn't mean anything to me.
So 30 points is not good in the NFL anymore?
The Jets, I'm telling you, I watched the Buffalo game. They didn't look good. They beat a bad football team without having to do much. And what I'm saying is when you play games where you beat a team and you didn't have to do much, that can be as bad as getting your ass handed to you because you show up on Tuesday thinking, that's good, this is what it takes to win. No, you need a lot more. So I think 2 bad teams in a row, that second one, if I'm head coach, I am telling you, we are going to kick ass. We have to be greased and ready because we don't get these games every week. We don't get a chance to just take off the gas. We need to beat teams and let them know they've been beaten so we can have the confidence when things go bad, which they will, we can overcome that. Winning ugly, that doesn't do any good for me, especially early. Now in December, winning ugly, that's a different thing.
Well, I mean, when you
I'm talking about Buffalo is a Super Bowl contending team, and you got to act like it. You can't just come out against Miami and go, well, we'll eke through it. Own it.
If you get up by, In any game, hold on. In any game in the NFL, if
You
you get
act like I'm saying they're bad. I'm saying if I'm a Super Bowl coach, I have to play better than I did against the Jets. And 400 yards, that's useless stuff. Don't tell me I'm good because I got 400 yards. I can get 400 yards and lose. That doesn't make me good.
But if you're up 17-0 and they can't move the football at all,
and
why should Josh Allen go out and run around and take chances and throw the ball? Why not just hand it off to your running backs?
I'm saying it worked. I'm not saying
grind
you act
clock.
like
That's
I'm
how you
saying
win
they're not any
football
good.
games.
Yes, they won the game, but for teams that are looking to build, this is a team. We got Super Bowl or bust. We don't get a week off. We don't get to take and take my foot off the gas against a team like Miami. They're coming in wounded. You own this team. You put them to bed and look like the best team in football. That's that's the intent for a team like Buffalo. If it's the Cowboys, get a win. Just win, and we'll worry about how you did it later.
Dude,
this
I'm
is about
shocked
being
that
a
you think that.
successful football team.
Yeah, I mean, I think you look no further than the Eagles and the Chiefs, who both played in the Super Bowl last year. They're not going out to blow anybody out. They're winning football games.
Has Buffalo played in a Super Bowl? They're in a different place.
No.
They have. This is a team that has to prove to itself that it can win all the time. All the time. You don't get a day off. You don't get weak and take a weekend off because you got 2 slap teams in a row. You've got to play great because
I'm
bad
curious,
habits transfer.
What could they have done to make you feel good about their performance?
I didn't say they again, you took it like you're a fan. All I'm saying is you can't afford to take your foot off the gas. I saw Josh Allen miss passes. I saw a little bit of a lackadaisical offense. Yeah, they were up by 20. That doesn't mean they played well doing it. And that's the poison that gets to good teams is you can't just be good. You have to act like we're not that good and play that way. And when you play the Jets, you can afford to take your foot off the gas, but those are bad habits. Those are bad habits you pick up. And a team like Buffalo has to be perfect, man. You got Super Bowl or bust. There's no anything else.
I think Josh was great last week. He just wasn't asked to do very much.
I will agree that he played a good football game, but there are things that are expected from an MVP that he didn't do. He didn't have to, but he still didn't do it.
To me, this is almost like Greg Popovich sitting guys down when knowing we're not playing for the regular season. I'm not asking Josh Allen to go out there and kick ass against the Jets.
No, you
win the game.
Yes, and they won the
comfortably.
Game. But this is a team who has let your fans down. This is a team who has been unable to finish. So whatever you've been doing in the past hasn't worked. Whatever that was didn't get you where you need to be. So every I has to be dotted, even in week 2. In week 2, it still matters. Everything has to be done right. And when you play bad team after bad team, you can get into bad habits. You can get into, we're good enough. And what I saw a little bit in the first quarter of Buffalo last week was a team like, yeah, this is just the Jets. This is just the Jets. And you can't play like that, especially when you're playing 2 bad teams in a row. So if I'm head coach, if I'm Taylor, we're acting like this is the Chiefs. I'm looking for 35 in the first half. I want 0 mistakes, no ball on the ground, all of that stuff. And then when we're up 35-0, we look at ourselves and we go, all right, we've done it. That's what I expect tonight. And if you don't get that, you got to start looking at yourself. This is a bad football team, and you need to play great.
See, I looked at it as the Bills last week, mind you, they were missing several key defenders, and they held so the Bills had over 400 yards of offense. The Jets had 150.
It's the Jets. Yes, you better do that. You got Justin Fields at quarterback. You better concuss him, and they did. Yes.
It just feels like, man, I don't know if the expectation is winning every game by like 50-0.
When you're
that's an absurd expectation.
When you're playing Miami, I'm 50. Come on, don't strap.
Well, they won 30-10, and you're like, oh, they didn't blow them out enough. It's crazy.
You took it like I'm downgrading what Buffalo did. What I'm
saying
is
they
when
didn't
you play
well
bad
enough.
Josh didn't play well. I think if you ask him, he'll tell you, I was not playing well.
Josh's QBR was better in this game than it was against the Ravens.
Yes.
He didn't have to do as much. He had to hand the ball off.
You can defend him. I'm telling you, he didn't play well.
See, no, he didn't score fantasy points. There's a big difference.
You're right. And you think I'm extrapolating to fantasy? I watched the game. It was the game I was looking forward to seeing, and I turned it on. I thought, man, this is boring. This is not the Buffalo team I expected to see after what I saw against Baltimore. They seemed flat to me. They seemed like they rolled in and played a bad football team, and yeah, they're just better.
For me, it felt like I thought they got lucky to beat Baltimore.
They did.
The game against the Jets, there was never a doubt.
No, there wasn't
never
a doubt. Did I say there was a doubt? What I'm telling you is a team like Buffalo and a team like Green Bay, those teams have to consistently be good. They can't. There's no letting off because it's this or nothing. You're all in now. You don't get a week off. You don't get a day off. You don't get a playoff. So when you play two bad teams in a row, it is so easy to develop bad habits because you're a good football team. It doesn't take much for you to beat the Jets, and it shouldn't take much to beat Miami. But eventually, you're going to need it all. So you better use it all now to strengthen that muscle is what I'm getting at. Because what Buffalo has done in the past hadn't worked.
They have covered the spread both games. That means they are literally the spread is expectation. They have exceeded expectations.
In the moment. I'm talking about what's happening in December, January, February is affected by things you do today.
Yeah, which means like if you want Josh Allen out there playing like an MVP,
Miami as an MVP, you beat bad teams to an. No, it's not.
That's
how you coach. And what I'm saying is, if I'm Taylor, we're not planning for 2 weeks. I'm unleashing hell this week.
That's how you end up like the Bengals.
No, that's how you end up Buffalo standing on the sidelines every year.
That's how you end up like with a hurt
that's
quarterback.
Why Buffalo is. You got the MVP, still hasn't made it to the Super Bowl yet.
And you think because he's not doing enough?
He's doing as much as he has done, but it hasn't been enough, brother. The answer is no. He has not done enough.
Yeah, well, trust me, the Bills playing against the Jets and the Dolphins, how Josh plays.
It matters what you do now. It will affect what you do in January. It does. And if you take a game off, that's a reflection of you think you're good enough, and you're not. You are not a Super Bowl champion. You have not proven that you know how to win when everything is down because you have consistently lost. So you look at what have I done in prep? Well, maybe I need to do something a little bit different. Maybe I do need to hammer a team every now and again. Maybe I do need to play reckless and MVP stuff because what I did before didn't work.
I just don't. I don't know where we got to a point in time where
we're not
winning by
yet.
20 points isn't hammering a team.
See, you're stuck in your fandom. I'm just talking about a team.
I'm talking about anybody.
How dare you talk about Buffalo not beating the Jets enough? I'm just saying teams need to improve every week. And I saw Josh Allen not look as crisp as he should. And I go, you're playing against a Miami team that is even worse than the Jets. I want to see completions. I want to see effective football. I don't care about yards. But I want to see effective drives. I want to see completed everything. And when we do that, then we can talk about what's going on next week. But this ain't about a wounded team coming in and we're just building momentum. No, beat teams like this.
Yeah,
you are the second best, or if not the best team in football. Look like it.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what they need to do. I was happy with how they played, and they punted one time in the game.
Yes,
they turned it over 0 times. So what effective?
They're great. Okay, so just
no.
Okay.
I mean, what effective drives are you looking for?
You're right. You're right. Just take it off. It's just Miami. I mean, you're already good enough.
They won by 20
points. You beat the Jets by 20. You should probably head to the Super Bowl.
Okay,
don't try too hard.
If they beat them by 30, maybe they'll.
I think they're going to hang 30
you.
on them. I think they're going to hang 30.
I don't think that's what they're looking to do. I think they're looking to keep their quarterback healthy because they realize they are tied to one man's
against
success.
This defense, they better get 30.
Okay.
I mean, against the worst team.
I mean,
in
they probably will get 30, but I mean, you're acting like 30's not enough these days.
No, I'm saying again, it's not about the points. Look, do it well. Do everything you're doing well, not just win. You have to do every snap well. You don't get to be easy on the Jets. And that first quarter you stumble out. So if I'm coach, I'm saying stumble out. I need 14 points by the end of the first quarter. And we're going to act as if.
Okay. Like I said, they were up 17-0 3 minutes into the second quarter last week, but you thought they didn't do enough.
I watched the first quarter, and I thought, man, you guys are stumbling around against the Jets. What is
this?
You
thought when they finished the first quarter up 10-0 and the Jets had like 6 yards, you were like, oh, disappointed?
You're right. They're great. I'm sorry.
Crazy.
I stepped on a hard toe on you. You're way too defensive on the Buffalo.
I'm not being – it's not about –
they're better.
It's about any team in the world winning by 20 and you saying they're not doing well enough.
Teams like Buffalo who have failed in the past, you have to reevaluate what you're doing. And if what you did in the past was, no, we don't need to do much, just win. That didn't work for you. That has not worked in the past. So if I'm coach, GM, and I look at what is done in the past and where it got me, I go, well, if it was just about all we got to do is win and just maintain, well, that didn't work.
I
so
can't
maybe
imagine that you
let's
think
lean into a game like Miami and put a hurting on them, like
so
Campbell
running
did
up the
against
score
Bears.
on bad teams is like that's how you prepare for Super Bowl success.
Sometimes
because
it is.
Dan Campbell's had so much success.
Well, no, I'm just saying some teams look at a game like, you know what, this is personal and we're going to put it on them. Like I like that.
The Chiefs and the Eagles, the two teams that have had success in recent years, that's the opposite of what they do. So when the Bills do what those teams are doing, the Bills have run up the score plenty in the last several years. Why? That doesn't make yes.
They didn't last week.
They played the best team in football last week.
I'm talking. Who?
You're talking about they didn't run it up on they won by 20, and you're like,
is that running it up?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If you win games by 20 points, that's a blowout in the NFL
against the Jets. All right. You say the Jets are terrible on one side of your mouth.
This isn't A&M playing Kent State.
See, here you go.
This isn't Alabama going up against Alabama Southern.
No, it's not. It's professional football.
Professional football.
But there are bad teams and there are good
20-point wins are huge. I don't care who you play.
No, it was. See, you took this like I said, Buffalo isn't good and they need to prove something. I'm telling you, for a team like Buffalo, there's 4 teams in the league that haven't done it, that need to do it. And if they're not going to do it now, they're not going to do it ever. If Buffalo isn't going to get here in the next 2 years, it ain't going to happen. So you have to act as if your hair's on fire because the clock is ticking, and everything you've done before didn't work.
I think we just disagree on what's going to make this team better. All right, Vic, I know you got to go to the bathroom, you big baby. Sorry, you got a little baby bladder. We'll be back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
Is he really dancing? What are we talking about, a roster?
Yes, he's like, I got to go to the bathroom.
See, if you were doing your Kegels, you'd be fine. The roster providers all around San Antonio are ready to get you out of pain. What they do is unique in this world because they don't just address the symptom, they fix the problem. So if you've got a young athlete in your home, a volleyball, football player, maybe they're doing out-of-season work, and the injury they have is keeping them out of their literal game, you have access to professional quality help all around San Antonio with Arasti. And the great thing about them is you don't even need a referral to go. So they need work today. You can find an Arasti provider today that will come see them. They're going to accept most insurances. They're going to get a full evaluation, and they're going to begin to fix the problem. And did you know, on average, under 4 visits gets the patients back in the game. So what are you waiting on? Make the call today. The number is 1-800-404-6050. The website, again, is arasti.com. Go there. There's a map of all the providers. I bet there's one less than 10 minutes from where you are now. Listen close. Don't let pain keep you or your loved one out of the game or life. Call Arasti today. They are going to get you fixed, and when they do, come on by. You can thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Your commute starting to fill in. We've got a new trouble spot downtown on I-10, lower level eastbound, right as you approach 35. This wreck is in the left lane, has you stop and go from Woodlawn, so tack on at least an extra 10, 12 minutes to your commute. On Loop 410 westbound just past Blanco Road, that's a stall now off to the shoulder. And this road work on 35 northbound 1604 to Olympia Parkway, it's still set up. It's got the roadway reduced to 1 lane heavy back to Weidner, so about a 45-minute commute. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
The Fall Golf Classic. The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders.
Eli Manning here. There's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian. There's nothing like it.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm. How can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry. You called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Hey, it's Rob Thompson here for Prize Picks. Let me tell you something. It is so good to be right. In Prize Picks, there's no better way to prove your knowledge than to play Prize Picks. And Dallas Cowboy fans, you know every game counts, so don't miss a moment of the action this season on Prize Picks. Make your picks on your favorite Cowboys every week and ride with the boys all season long. You got all kinds of play, all kinds of ways to go. Right now, Prize Picks is offering $50 in lineups. That's money you can play with. Use it and prove how good you are. Prize Picks. There's only one place to go. All you need to know is more or less. You can pick your players, you can pick your game, but we got the place for you. It's Prize Picks. And remember the code ALAMO. ALAMO's the one you need. If you put that in there, use the code ALAMO for your $50 free play. That's $50 when you use the term ALAMO. You know the game. Go play it in the right place. That's Prize Picks. It's so good to be right, and you're always right when you head to Prize Picks. Go get it today. Download the app, use the code ALAMO, and you can come by and thank me later.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
When it comes to keeping your pumps running smooth, L&S Pump Repair has you covered. 24/7 on-site service for saltwater disposal and pump repairs. From Quintaplex to H-Pumps, they've got parts ready and the skills to get you back in the game fast. Need a whole new pump package? L&S builds custom skid packages too. Don't let knocking pumps or slow flow slow you down. Call L&S Pump Repair 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
That's pretty good. Yeah, well, as we're sitting in a jail cell. Yeah, I mean, we can talk while we're playing a harmonica, in the jail cell.
That's not what a harmonica sounds like, sir.
Whatever. Oh, look at me. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Don't still be stealing my Lucky Charms.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1. San Antonio's Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, Morning Huddle 94.1, Axeman and the Bobcat. Now, that's what I wanted from the Bobcat. Got fired up. He was feisty.
Yeah.
And I think
showing his claws.
I think the Brigade Bar is confused about our debate here. Everybody's like, well, the Bills better win tonight for AJ's sake.
They're not going to lose.
I'm the one saying I don't think the Bills feel like they need to blow anybody out. Rob's like, they got to blow them out of the water. I'll be glad with a win.
You should set your sights higher. But obviously, we're not arguing whether they can beat Miami. I think we're on the same page. I approach games like this in a very different way.
I look at survive in advance.
Yeah, and I've not ever coached in the NFL, but when I see games where my team is obviously better, and I expect that no matter what we do, it'd be really hard for me to lose. I always coached them harder. I always worked them. It was even worse. They worked harder. I'd made them run harder and more difficult stuff because these guys, you could do this easy. There's nothing to be gained from an easy one. Iron sharpens iron, and if you don't got any more iron, you're going to have to sharpen yourself. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to do it too. That's my only opinion about that. I'm not telling everybody that, Buffalo better lean into it because Miami's good. No.
I'm just saying save your hero stuff for when you need to be a hero.
And
Josh was pretty lame for 3 quarters against Baltimore, and then
I'm not saying
he
even
did
needs
some
to be
hero
a hero.
stuff.
Just do everything great. And you do it as best as you can. And once you see enough of that, then 35-40-0, that's easy because you're doing things great. It's not piling on. You're just doing things great.
Yeah, I'm good. Just get a lead and hand the ball off to your new millionaire running back.
And he earned it last week.
Let him do the work.
And there is something to be said about that. That when things might not have been necessarily clicking, that you can just hand the ball off and he can go get 140 without any issue at all.
Now, the Dolphins defensively have been atrocious. You give up 33 points to Daniel Jones, and then you follow that up with 33 points to Drake May.
Well, that Jones thing might not be so embarrassing in a month, but the Drake May one is.
That's the other thing about the Colts. Let's
settle
remember,
down.
Daniel Jones has a long track record of being ass.
Yeah,
let's not,
settle
after
down
2 games, say, "Oh, Daniel Jones figured it out." Daniel
down.
Jones might still be ass.
Yeah.
Like, let's slow our rolls there. But yeah, I the Bills should look good tonight. I just always say, man, these teams, once teams are 0-2, they're in desperation, and these guys are, they're paid too.
They're pros. I get that.
And Mike McDaniel, he is desperate right now.
If the only way they win this, literally, is if they band together like there's no tomorrow, we're all dying if it loses.
Well,
I mean, that's what it's going to take.
You mean if Tyreek Hill becomes a good teammate? Well, I feel pretty safe that that's not going to happen.
Gonna show up, right?
We'll see. What am I just out here to? I'm not out here to just show up. I'm here to get my ass kicked. All right. We got 2 hours left on a small Friday. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell.
The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay, with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
San Antonio, it's getting a little bit cooler. Yeah, it's always a good thing. It's football season. Mornings are cooler. Grills are firing up. It's all about staying in the game. And if you're in the oil and gas game, whether you're drilling out there in the Eagle Ford or managing saltwater disposal, you know that keeping your pumps running is just as critical as keeping your quarterback healthy. That's where L&S Pump Repair comes in. They are your home team, specializing in everything from saltwater disposal pumps to heavy-duty H pumps. 24/7 on-site service and stock parts. They're not just fixing pumps, guys. They are keeping your operation moving. And if you've ever worked in oil and gas, you know downtime equals lost money, and no one likes that. Guys, they've got a flat rate preventative maintenance. It's going to keep you ahead of the game. If you need a new setup altogether, they've got you covered there too. They build full custom skid packages designed for whatever you need. If your pump's knocking or your flow's slowed down, call the trusted pros at L&S Pump Repair. 936-853-3810. That's 936-853-3810. Tell them I sent you. That's L&S Pump Repair Shop. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
It's football season and nothing beats fresh coffee, crisp air, and that locker room energy. Hey, it's Rob reminding you that Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit is just a phone call away. From Selma to San Antonio, it's luxury pet care for your 4-legged MVP. With over 17,000 square feet of pet paradise, more than an acre of play outside, plus training and spa treatments, this is stadium fun for your furry family members. Call 210-750-1298. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit, where every pet's a champion.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Fuel up like a champ at Tamalitos Mexican Restaurant, your San Antonio spot for daily lunch specials and game day flavor. Proud sponsor of the San Antonio Sports Star Fall Golf Tournament. Swing by Tamalitos today, where every bite is a win.
L&S Pump Repair Machine Shop, your go-to for saltwater disposal and pump repairs, on-site service 24/7, parts on hand, and full pump packages ready to roll. Call L&S 936-853-3810. Keep your flow strong, San Antonio.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Your commute starting to fill in. We've got a new trouble spot downtown on I-10, lower level eastbound, right as you approach 35. This wreck is in the left lane. Has you stop and go from Woodlawn, so tack on at least an extra 10, 12 minutes to your commute. On Loop 410 westbound just past Blanco Road, that's a stall now off to the shoulder. And this road work on 35 northbound 1604 to Olympia Parkway, it's still set up. It's got the roadway reduced to one lane heavy back to Weidner, so about a 45-minute commute. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
Dallas Cowboys kicker Brandon Aubrey was named NFC Special Teams Player of the Week after his 16-point performance that included going 4 for 4 in field goals and 4 for 4 in extra points. We have football tonight as the Miami Dolphins head up to Buffalo to take on the Bills, a game you can catch live right here with a 6:30 pregame. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle. with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Rob and AJ getting you through on a small Friday.
They have more significance now.
They do, because we get football tonight.
Yeah, we actually have something. Not just looking forward.
I felt so sad yesterday when I signed off the show. I said, "Happy Thursday, everyone."
Did you?
Yeah.
You know.
And as soon as the mic
kind of there,
the mic went off, and I was like, "Oh, well, it's not Thursday." That sucks because now I probably made someone believe it, and they would
probably not.
They probably had a moment where they.
Hey, wait, I have Fridays off. I'm not going to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today's payday.
Hope I don't get fired.
Awesome. And then they were like, "Oh, wait a minute. Never mind."
No, this week personally has gone by fast.
Some guy probably said, "Oh, I don't have to pick my kid up from school today," and then he went about his day, and his kid's kid's sitting at school,
Still there.
Dad,
good thing it didn't
CPS
rain.
is coming.
Is Dad coming?
And it's
No, it did rain on him.
Oh,
That's the
yeah.
only place in town where it rained. The only place in town where it rained. The Dallas Cowboys with a big game this weekend against the Chicago Bears, hitting the road, heading up to Chi-Town to face what can only be described as a desperate Chicago Bears team. And we got to find out. I mean, it's early yet. It's 2 games, but is Ben Johnson the real deal? Ooh. And I believed in Ben Johnson, but I always say this about guys who are looking to take their first head coaching job. Once you've gotten in and you've had some success somewhere, like Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy could take any job in the NFL and feel pretty good about Pete Carroll. Your first job, you got to make sure you're going to the right one.
And it's so hard to say no.
It is. But you can, if you make that mistake and the first job you take is a job you can't win at, that stink stays on you forever.
It does, but at the same time, you're only hot for so long. Once the burner goes out.
Oh, you remember David Shaw, the guy from Stanford, who was like, "Oh, everybody wants him." What's the guy from Matt Campbell from Iowa State? Oh, he could be an NFL. Nobody wants him now.
So
you're right.
I will never blame a man for taking the gig, even though it's the worst place and it's the worst possible scenario. You just don't get that many opportunities. But Ben has been hot for a while. I mean, for about 3 years he was.
Oh, and this isn't the first. He didn't jump at the first opportunity.
I blame him for this is the one you took. I mean, he probably would have remained hot. I don't think if he'd have stayed with Detroit, things would have cooled off.
No.
He's got an offense that would have scored a bunch of points. So I question your decision making.
Yeah, because the thought is, I mean, he didn't take the Bears job. He took the Caleb Williams job. The Bears job came with a handcuff.
Right, or a benefit. He came to a team, and, I'll say he might not have known him when he took the job, but I would assume he did all the due diligence, that you didn't have to wait. You weren't trying to draft a quarterback, at least one number 1 overall that had, you had him. And, again, I question your decision-making ability because you made a poor decision. This guy's not that good. I don't know why you decided to hitch your wagon to this cat.
Yeah. At some point, though, he said, yeah, I can win with this guy. And now he's finding out maybe. And I don't know. Listen, if the Bears had won that first game against Minnesota, which they probably should have, we'd probably be singing a different tune about the Bears right now.
Maybe. I'm just trying to think, as we were talking about this, I was trying in my mind to come up with a quarterback that started the way that Caleb started and then found success with that same team.
It's Josh Allen. He's the only one.
But I never questioned Josh Allen's leadership.
That's different. Yeah,
the only thing I questioned about Josh Allen was he just hadn't done it against good guys. He looked like he had and all he needed to do was do it against good guys. Caleb's done it against good guys in college and all that, and I still have questions. I don't know.
It's only year 2, Rob.
I agree.
And he's 2 games into year 2.
And that's why I don't want to pin Caleb on Ben Johnson because he probably took the gig with limited amount of information. He just didn't know. But it seems to me that even after 6 months of intensive Ben Johnson training, and the way Ben talks about his quarterback is kind of weird. I mean, he talks about him in a very negative way, like he's not in the room when he is. Like, he needs to just be a professional kind of stuff, which is of great concern, So I think he's doomed. I feel bad that this guy made the decision that he did, and this team, even if he manages to turn Caleb into just average, there's so many other problems here that are both in-house that he can fix and out-of-house that he has no control over with the Bears, that he had to get off on the right foot, it feels like. If you didn't, it's going to be tough.
There are lots of guys who had a bad rookie year and then came back to have great career. I mean, hell, Troy Aikman at the top of that list, right?
And, you're right. You're right. And maybe we should withhold judgment because maybe Ben is Jimmy Johnson and he's got to rebuild from scratch. And maybe that's the case. But I just feel like the mentality of your quarterback, I knew who he was in college, and he has done nothing. Not about his skill set. I'm just talking about what's going on upstairs above the neck. It just seems to me that he's soft, and he has done nothing to show me anything otherwise. And here's the other thing. Now, he has gotten incrementally better. And both of these games, he started out pretty good. His first half in both of the games he started out with, he did okay. But the moment adjustments occurred, the moment the defense had a minute to take a breath and go, oh, it's not the quarterback, it's the scheme. Let's look at the scheme and let's stop the scheme. Caleb got lost. He got lost. He's running around, throwing off the back foot, doing every bad habit thing. So he's gotten a little bit better, but he has not become even close to the number one overall guy that they got drafted.
And the dude's got plenty of skills. That's not the problem.
Never has been.
I think it's a matter of, is he coachable?
I think
all
of that.
The more and this is also like the young modern quarterback who had a lot of success in college seems like they're not willing to change a lot. And I mean, we've heard reports of Caleb and of Bryce Young, two guys who went number one overall and two guys who, to this point in their careers, you would have to say have underperformed. We've heard instances of them walking away from coaches and not wanting to be coached. Maybe it's just maybe it is a generational thing or like
maybe. But I'm not going to apply that because Bryce is one thing. Caleb even jumped ship in college.
Yeah.
I mean, he followed his OC, but at the same time, he left the SEC. I mean, he did some things that you go, that's not what I would have thought might have been. It's not like you left to a mid-level program to a high-level program. You just jumped from one conference to another, followed an OC, and then went to an easier place. And it might have been love for Lincoln, and that's all it was. But there is that history where you go, there's just something about you, man, that's just not adding up. And he's got a lot of time to get better. And you said it, and I agree. He's got the physical tools. I don't think, nobody's ever questioned that.
I think there's something to being a leader of men, and there are guys in the league who their teammates look at them and they will run through a wall for them.
You're talking about Josh Allen. You're talking about a dude.
Lamar Jackson. There's a lot of these dudes who like you won't find a Baltimore Raven who would trade Lamar Jackson for anybody.
Who is the epitome of that right now? It's Baker Mayfield. Under-talented and over everything else.
Yeah, no, I agree. Baker Mayfield's another guy that everybody seems to want to back. There are guys like Aaron Rodgers also who have had some success, and teammates aren't always thrilled about having him there anyway.
But I know he's going to do it right. He might not lead me there, but he ain't going to be the reason we lose.
Yeah,
kind of thing, and that's enough for guys like Aaron.
But these guys who have not accomplished things in the league and still have this, like, that's what NFL veterans don't have patience for you. If you show up and you act like you're above the law, you're above doing the work that these guys have put in, and because these guys in the NFL know what it takes to win, and if you show up and you think, oh, I've got it figured out. I mean, Kyler Murray went through this, and Kyler Murray got called out by teammates, by coaches. And it seems like Kyler Murray has kind of righted his ship, and Kyler Murray also has physical limitations that they are what they are. But by all accounts, Kyler Murray is a much more respected guy in the locker room than he was early in his career.
But maybe
that happens with Bryce Young.
But I look different at I compare Kyler to Bryce a little bit more than I compare Kyler to Caleb Murray. I think Caleb is an entirely different instance. I never doubted Kyler Murray's desire to win. Now, his preparation, I might have questioned. Sometimes I watch Caleb in college. Sometimes I don't think he cared. Like he was just so good. Yeah, they lost a game, and he's crying on the sidelines, which wasn't a good look. There's just something about it that he's going to have to prove to me. And I imagine the guys that are working with him that you're a grown ass man. Act like it, Yeah. And I don't care about the fingernail painting. That's just quirkiness. But just go out and lead your team. And I have a year of it not looking like he can or wants to.
I do think that there is there's something to Caleb that makes him feel like a front runner. Like he's a guy who, when things are going well, he'll beat his chest, and then when things aren't going well, he looks around for someone to point the finger at.
It feels that way.
Nobody wants that guy on their team. Now, as for we'll see how he figures things out. And I think this week against the Cowboys gives him a good chance because what we know about the Cowboys is there's some vulnerability on defense, and I think there's going to be. I am sure that Ben Johnson is chewing up the film from last week, seeing what the Giants did right. Because the Giants did a lot of things right on. Russell Wilson. That was that was arguably the best game Russell Wilson's ever played.
It was by the numbers. It was.
But
and the other thing we need to add into here, Eberflus as the DC. There's some more 1-2 in there. Yeah. Because I don't think Caleb liked Eberflus and vice versa. I don't think they liked each other.
Yeah.
So I think there's a little bit of bad blood between the two as well.
Well, and we'll see. I guess this is where it boils down to who's got the bullets in their gun. But
I give the advantage, at least offense to defense, to Caleb. Ben Johnson, that offense better be able to move the ball.
Oh, they
should. You know what
absolutely.
I mean? You better be able to come out and move the ball a little bit. So I give their advantage on that side of the ball for sure.
But also based on what I saw last week, the Bears defense is pretty bad too. And I know the Bears defense was supposed to be good. Again, it's only 2 weeks. You give up.
How do you think Cowboy fan will react to a loss?
I think they'll be more disappointed than they should be. Losing last week to the Giants at home would have been a disaster. This is a game that, it's really a coin flip game. It's if this game were in Dallas, I'd feel like it was more of a slam dunk for the Cowboys. On the road, this would be a good win for the Cowboys. And it's not if they lose, as long as they don't lose by 20 points. It's not going to be like a devastating loss. Again, I think like I said, if the Bears had won that first game against the Vikings, we wouldn't all be sitting here saying the Bears stink.
I agree.
And quite frankly, 6 times out of 10, 7 times out of 10, they win that game against the Bears or against the Vikings.
I will agree that if they had won, but they didn't. And I think that there's a lot of Cowboy fans out there that are kind of maybe a little bit too optimistic right now. I think that there's a lot of Cowboy fans thinking, you know what? This team might be really good.
I know.
They're not. This is not a good football team. They're better than we thought. I'll give them that. But this is not a good team. And I get the sense if they do lose, and it is a roadie, the Wolves will be barking.
This is why I said earlier in the week, I felt so much better about the Cowboys after they lost to the Eagles than I did after they beat the Giants. I saw a lot worse football in week 2 than I did in week 1.
And myopic fan isn't talking about the game. They're just looking at the score. And you go, this was the Giants that put you into overtime. This is the Giants. Remember going into the game, they were talking about benching the dude that had his career high.
Yeah.
So I think Cowboy fan, at least the ones I've talked to, are just a little bit too optimistic about what this team is.
And I think, I've seen a lot of Cowboys say, the Bears are 0-2. They suck. Dude, 0-2 versus 2-0 right now. The margins are very thin right now in the NFL. And I'll give you an example on the other side. The Tampa Bay Bucks they beat the Falcons they lose that game more often than they win it. They should. The Texans game, you could argue they lose that game more often than they win it.
The last play of the game, yeah.
But the Bucks are 2-0. So it's very, very thin margins that separate being 2-0 from being 0-2. So don't look at the Bears at 0-2 and just think they're a walkover. The Bears do have some players, man. They've got a lot of weapons there for Caleb Williams. And if this Ben Johnson offense figures it out,
I don't think people are looking at the Bears that way.
It's funny.
It just feels like
funny.
Guys don't overlook this game. They're bad, but so are we.
I'd be very careful about that. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll play a little game that we like to play called "The Stat Is Right." We'll give somebody else. We'll qualify someone else for a chance to go up to Arlington and see the Dallas Cowboys take on the Green Bay Packers. We'll do that coming up next. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You know what they got up there in Arlington? I had some at the Rangers game, some Carbach. Oh, yes. They have a special Carbach beer at the Rangers games that they don't have anywhere else. I noticed that. It's like a really light Pilsner beer. It was very good. A very tasty beer. It's a little lighter than I'm looking for, but, some people, that's what they like. It's called Can You Take Me Lighter? And I think it's only available at the Rangers Stadium, which that was the plan with Crawford Bach when they first made it was just going to be at the Astro Stadium, but it blew up, and now it's everywhere. You can find Carbach all over your grocery stores, your liquor stores, whether it's the Love Street, the Hopadillo, the Crawford Bach, like I said, or some of their seasonals. Carbachtoberfest is fantastic. Great time of year to be drinking that. Goes great with football. Pumpkin and lager available now. Something for everybody in their lineup. And besides being in all those stores, it's in a ton of bars and restaurants too, probably more than you think. So you're out watching football this week, you're looking for something new and tasty and refreshing, go and ask your bartender, please make it a Carbach.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday afternoon at 3:25. The Cowboys are in Chicago taking on the Bears at Soldier Field. Pre-game at 2:30. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Football season is at Tamalitos Mexican Restaurant with daily specials that hit harder than a linebacker and game day plates that score big. Tamalitos is your go-to plate. Proud sponsor of the San Antonio Sports Star Fall Golf Tournament. Tamalitos, where every bite's a touchdown.
Smoky Mo's Texas Barbecue is the best neighborhood barbecue in San Antonio with smoked in-house meats, home-style sides, and specials like pork belly burnt ends and our famous fully loaded chopped baker. The Texas barbecue you love is at Smoky Mo's. Order a Smoky Mo's tailgate pack or create your own. Choose your meats like brisket, turkey, or sausage, and sides kicked up a notch like roasted green corn and bacon cheddar potatoes. Smoky Mo's with 8 convenient locations. Orders for pickup or delivery at SmokyMo'sBarbecue.com.
Let me ask you a question. Is your roof ready for anything? Well, Stevens Roofing, a locally owned company, has been serving our community for decades. Whether it's a commercial project or residential, or repairing your old roof, or maybe installing a new one, they've got you covered. And now Stevens offers solar. Stevens Solar Solutions can save you money and energy. Stevens Roofing, quality craftsmanship, solar solutions, and local expertise under one roof. Call 210-785-0994 or go to stevensroofing.net.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The PorkRinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero college football post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at H-E-B.
Hi. My name's Jason Thompson. I've been representing people injured in traffic collisions here in San Antonio for more than 30 years. After a collision, I've spoken to many people who wanted to believe that the other driver's insurance company would be fair and they really didn't need an attorney. They thought that the insurance company would pay their medical bills and do the right thing. I wish that were true, but trying to go it alone is a big, big mistake. If you have been injured, please know the other driver's insurance company has adjusters and attorneys working against your interest. If insurance companies were trying to get to heaven, I'd be out of a job, gladly. That is just not the world we live in, though. Call me as soon as you can if you are injured in a traffic collision. I do not charge anything to review your case with you. I'll tell you what you need to do and what you should not do. If you want a smart and fair result, you'll need to make smart decisions along the way. And that is what I do. You and I will make smart decisions for you and your family, and we'll get justice and fair results. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your RV, RV wins.
What, are you going to take the RV to the mountains or go pick up your dry cleaning? RV wins! Are we cleaning the gutters or taking the RV camping? RV wins! Are we getting a new passport or cruising up the coast? RV wins!
Don't forget, you got that trip to Sweden coming up.
Oh, yeah, passport, then RV.
With Progressive, you can bundle your RV with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings in your RV. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states and cities.
The Fall Golf Classic is sold out. The Blitz with Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is some H-Town action right here, Bubba.
Who is this?
DJ DMD.
All right, friends. Are you ready, Robbie? Are you ready for me to hit this?
I'm
okay, here we
with
go.
bated breath.
Here we go. Now.
Come on down. It is time for the next edition of The Stat is Right.
And here's your host.
Oh, I'm letting it play for a second. I'm letting it play. And here's your hoster with a moster. You know him, you love him. AJ Hoffman.
AJ Barker.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Try it again. Hold on.
AJ Barker.
Thank you, Robbie. Welcome in, everybody. It's The Stat is Right, America's game show. It's taking America by storm. Some people would say. Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
I forgot my microphone.
Oh, did you bring a long microphone? Oh, you did. Oh. You need the. We're going to have to get a microphone. We're going to have to get one.
All right, friends, time to play the game. Someone is going to be qualified to go see the Dallas Cowboys play the Green Bay Packers up at Cowboys Stadium, all based on their knowledge of Cowboys kicker Brandon Aubrey this week, who, by the way, Jerry says he might give him an extension. He's already working on it.
He's the best player you got
He
right
is the
now.
best player on the team, I think. All right, friends, here's the way the game works. Brandon Aubrey, I want to know what his longest field goal make will be in the game against the Chicago Bears.
So last week he got a 64-yarder and a 46-yarder,
yeah,
amongst others. So we know 64 could be at least the outer limit, and he's probably capable of more than that.
Could be. Or if you want to play the meta game, you could say 0. He won't kick a field goal. Oh, And I mean, it's a big balls
is.
play, but I mean, it could happen. Well, I mean, the Cowboys could get shut out.
Could happen. Or they could score touchdowns every time down and never need them.
They could win 42-0 and never need a field goal kick. But that's up to you, friends. So let's go with caller number 3. You're the next contestant. Caller number 3. You are the next contestant on the Stat is Right. You've got a chance to win those tickets.
What would you go with?
62.
60. I'm in the mid-40s. I'm going to say 44, 45.
I think they're going to I think all season long we're going to see him kick in that range, like
where
other teams would punt or maybe go for it.
You brought this up yesterday, and I think because the rule is so new that we really haven't seen the application of how it can become a scoring thing on this kickoff, because the Cowboys now, with their average kickoff, get the ball in the 35. They don't need about 20 yards to suddenly be in scoring range.
That's it.
That changes the balance of a football
It really
game.
does,
I mean, when
man.
you know all I need is 2 first downs and I'm in scoring range, it does allow you to do some stuff. So I wouldn't be shocked at all. And some of it is I don't even care if you make it. I want teams afraid that I might try it.
As long as you're in a neutral game script, that is a weapon. Now, if you're down 21-0, I don't care if you kick a field goal. Go ahead. But if you're in a close game, dude, yeah, that is a weapon.
Well, think about you're a defensive coordinator, and you go, if I stop them, I can play a prevent defense. I can just line up at the 30, and nobody gonna make a 60-yarder on me. Well, I can't do that now. I got to play real defense, which opens up the back end. You're allowed to maybe take a deep ball now and again because I got to play front 7 to make sure they don't get inside the 40, or I'm going to lose the game.
Yeah, I guess so.
Crazy.
Marcel says, what's the number to call?
That's a good one. That's a good ask. That's a good question.
You know what? That's on me. And I need to be better about giving that out because I always just say, just call in. 210-656-3776.
That spells out ESPN.
210-656-ESPN. Here's what I would do. I would save that in your phone.
I would.
Under Axeman and the Bobcat. And anytime you want to talk to the show,
One button. Bam.
Axeman and the Bobcat.
Bam.
I'd save it on your favorites list, too. Axeman and the Bobcat. That's the best way. Save it on your favorites. That way, when I say caller number 3, you just hit the favorites button. Boom. You dial. Hello. Am I caller number 3?
My wife's big on the ICE number in case of emergency.
Oh.
Make us your ICE number.
That's a good idea. Unless you're detained by ICE, then don't call us.
No, don't
We're
call
not
us.
saving
Well,
you.
no, you can call us. We won't do anything.
Yeah, we can't help you on that.
I mean,
by then it's too late.
We'll send some thoughts and prayers. But
I know Torta Man's not going to come bail you out.
Nope. Might sit next to you. I'll be sitting right next to you. I ain't going. I don't like alligator Alcatraz. I ain't going there.
Estrada says Joe always gives the number out. I know listen, their show is better about taking phone calls than our show.
We kind of live by the theory that more of us and less of you is a better thing.
That's how we think. Yes, we've got the big head.
We're arrogant.
Yeah, we want to hear more of Axeman and the Bobcat. That's it. But no, I do need to be better about giving that phone.
Do we have a
number
winner? Who won?
It is Michael.
Michael, we don't want to know that. We don't want to know the number.
Yeah.
Was it in the realm?
Alacosis?
Was he in the realm, right in the midst of the others, or was he an outlier in the midst?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so we went old school. He picked the number. He didn't try to game the system.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't go 0 or 70.
He's within range. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Because keep in mind, you can be over and still win.
Oh yeah. No big deal. No big deal. But yeah, whoever's the closest. And if there's a tie, we'll do a random wheel spin, and one of you will win. So
I thought we'd do feats of strength.
Oh, we could do that. Who can do the most? Who can do the most chin-ups?
Chin-ups, burpees.
Ooh, chin-up contest.
Yeah.
When's the last time you did that?
We only send the strong. We're sending our best.
John said he won yesterday. If he wins, he needs a date. Oh, sounds like an opportunity.
I'll get so pretty for you, John.
Opportunity.
I'll make you so proud to have you by my side.
No.
Oh, we'll fit in with a lot of the Cowboy fans.
Pretty good.
Yes.
I'll wear my tube top.
And after the date.
Of course, you're going to have to put out. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. These are Cowboy teams. Those don't come easy.
That's right. That's right. Now, are you paying for parking also? Are you gonna buy me a couple of those $35 Miller Lights?
Do that. I'll kiss you in places you're not used to getting kissed.
Talking Kiss me where it smells funny.
Kiss you where you might not have cleaned lately.
That's right. All right, friends. All right. We got more football to get into. I kind of want to take a sweeping look at some of the college games this week. We'll do a lot of NFL. We'll do some more college tomorrow, but we'll do a lot of NFL tomorrow. I want to look at some of the stuff going on in college this week. We'll do that on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Are you playing tonight? You in on the action tonight? I'm going to be in on the action with Underdog. You know what I might take? I might go against Rob tonight, and I might take Josh Allen lower passing yards because I don't think they're going to need it. They're going to be run.
If they don't blast them out of the water, Buffalo's doomed.
Or I might go a little off the chart here and go with like a Ray Davis higher on rush attempts because I think they're going to be up so much that they're going to say, all right, James Cook, you sit down for a while. You're rich. Let these other guys carry the load against this crumb-bum Dolphins team. That's kind of what I expect. And it's so easy, man. You pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, whatever it is. You get them right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1. I know you got $1. Hell, Vic buys scratcher tickets for $1. You could play. Guys, download the app today. Sign up with promo code ALAMO. That's ALAMO. Score yourself $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Millions of fans have already won billions with a B of dollars playing on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few trouble spots. Let's start on 410 westbound, just past Blanco Road. This wreck has got 2 left lanes blocked. Now an hour delay. It's heavy back to Starcrest. On 35 northbound, 1604 to Olympia Parkway, that is ongoing road work. 2 left lanes in the construction zone also blocked due to an accident. That's a 40-minute delay. And then 90 eastbound as you approach 35. Truck fire extinguished, right lane blocked as you stop and go from General McMullen. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell.
The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
Hi, I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. Because with the highest cargo box volume in its class, customizable features, and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds, it gets the job done. You just have to get in the seat. Learn more at your John Deere dealer or visit johndeere.com/GatorXUV.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard joining MediShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network, so Yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
An accident or injury can derail your life in an instant, leaving you struggling to pay for medical bills and daily expenses. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe every Texan deserves justice, no matter their financial situation. That's why we offer our no-win, no-fee promise. You don't pay us unless we win your case. We know how difficult recovering from an accident can be. Let us handle your case while you focus on getting better. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
Working from home, you realize you don't have enough outlets or USB ports. Hill Electric can fix that for you. For over 3 decades, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio homes and businesses. From adding an outlet, fixing that fuse that always blows, or that flickering light, Hill Electric has the right service at the right price, and there is never a service charge and always free estimates. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or go to hill-electric.com.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Cowboys get a big win against the Giants. They're headed to Chicago. We're talking about it with Stephen Jones.
That's right. He will join us at 4 o'clock. Plus, we'll talk about that Texans loss and what's coming up for them with the great John McClain at 5:15.
They can't go 0-3, can they?
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody. Morning Huddle 94.1. AJ and Rob getting you through on a Thursday. Small Friday. All right. Tomorrow's the big day. Oh, we're going to feel so good about life tomorrow.
I feel pretty good right now.
I woke up with horrible heartburn.
What'd you eat last night?
It wasn't what I ate. It's what I drank.
Yeah.
I drank like I was telling
you laid
Vic,
down right away?
Yeah.
See, that's what happened.
I was telling Vic, I drank like
He drank a keg.
I had to. I didn't drink a keg, but I had to send a box of beer out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I've got these 12-bottle shippers of
nice.
that, and I've got
What is it called? What'd you say?
A shipper.
Like a box?
Like a styrofoam.
Gotcha.
It's a big cardboard box with a styrofoam thing inside that keeps the bottles from clanking around. And so I still have some beer that is in those boxes. I've got several boxes of beer in there.
Okay.
And I was like, I need a box. So I emptied out one of those boxes and just threw all the beer that I had there into the fridge and said, okay, I'm gonna knock this stuff out in the next few weeks. And I sat down last night and I drank. These are like 750 milliliter bottles, so it's like a big ass wine bottle of sour beer. And I drank it by myself. And I woke up at 2 o'clock, and I was like, "Oh man!"
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah,
because the alcohol content of that's pretty high.
It wasn't crazy. It was like 7%, but it was.
Do you sleep on your right side?
I sleep. I've got busted shoulders, so I sleep on one side until my shoulder hurts, and then I roll over to the other side.
But right side, I sleep on my right side, but I start out on my left side.
I always sleep on my left side. I don't know why, but yeah, when I sleep on my right, I do get heartburn because the way you're positioned, the stomach goes down. And
really?
Yeah, but if you lay on your left, your stomach, nothing will come up. That's why I try to. Yeah, I've been doing that for a while. I haven't taken Tums in years because of that.
I wish I could sleep on my back.
No, I can't.
Oh, my wife can do that. Like she's laying down with her hands across her chest.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
You know, it's funny when you're in the military and you go through basic, you learn to sleep on your back because you don't want to mess up your bunk.
No, you can sleep anywhere,
But
actually.
the moment I got out, I can't sleep like that anymore. Yeah. But I could.
I slept under my rack, just on the cement
just
floor.
so I didn't have to make my bed in the morning.
Tired.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the games coming up this weekend in college football. We get a good early kickoff between Utah and Texas Tech. Texas Tech so far has just run roughshod on people. 67-7, 62-14, 45-14. Well, now they have to go on the road, and they have to play a team with a pulse. And Utah's pretty good.
If you haven't seen them play, their quarterback's electric, man.
Devin Dampier. Now, Utah they've not played a lot of stiff competition either, but they went on the road to UCLA and helped in getting their coach fired. Anytime you win by 30-something points on the road, that's good. They won a game 63-9, and then last week they went to Wyoming, which it's rare you see the Power 4 teams head out to one of the G6 teams and play on the road. They did that, and they got a 25-point win at Wyoming. Now they get Texas Tech. I like Utah here.
I do too, but I want Tech to win. I want them to be able to justify and I'm not for buying anything, but if you're going to do the NIL, go all in, baby. If you're in it, be in it, and they are in it all the way. And I wanted to see it pay off a little bit.
Oh, I think it will. I still think this Texas Tech team is going to win a lot of football games this year. I don't think they're going to go undefeated.
No,
and this is if you look through their schedule, this is probably their most likely loss, either this or at Arizona State, depending on what you think of Arizona State. I don't think very highly of Arizona State. I tend to think because there's no Baylor on their schedule. So
no, I would like to. This very well could be a precursor to the Big 12 championship game, and these two teams seem like the best two teams. And the funny thing about Utah is, I kind of felt like they were going to be they'd end up kind of like West Virginia, kind of like a peripheral team in the Big 12 that, we got to go out there and play this year. No, I think Utah has the makeup of being a rather consistent Big 12 title contender after that hot early Arizona State. Neither one of these teams are consistently very good. And Utah has always been a solid – Kyle Whittingham put together football teams. So I want Tech to hold off Utah because I feel like Utah can get a hold of this Big 12 and not let it go.
Well, it should be one. I think it's the best game of the week, and it's an 11 a.m. kick. So kegs and eggs, baby. Let's get after it.
Go Tech. Throw those tortillas.
UAB, Tennessee. Tennessee gets to take on Trent Dilfer. I hate Trent Dilfer. I hope he loses by a million every time they play.
This what's the quarterback for Tennessee?
Joey Aguilar.
I'm starting to like
He's
this
a player,
Aguilar guy.
man. He's certainly better than Nico.
Impressed the hell out of me over the weekend.
Oregon plays Oregon State.
This is going to be a biblical beatdown.
Oh, poor Oregon State, who is sitting at 0-3, coming off a 31-point loss to Texas Tech. Now they go to Oregon, who apparently doesn't care about people's feelings. Remember, they beat Oklahoma State 69-3, and they only got a 34-14 win last week at Northwestern. They let a couple late touchdowns in, but Oregon is very capable of putting it on you, and I think they're going to put it on Oregon State.
Is this like a? Obviously, they play each other a lot, but is there something at stake? Is this a traditional rivalry?
They call it the Civil War.
Is it? No, that's Oregon State.
That's
right?
what this is. Oregon State.
I thought we were talking Washington State. So beat
that's
down
the Apple Cup.
That's what I was thinking of, the Apple Cup.
Yeah. Florida State gets a semi-bye week. They play Kent State. Just 45-point spread.
Yeah,
no big deal. They should be fine. Probably the best of the 2:30 kickoffs. number 22 ranked Auburn at Oklahoma. This is a matchup of two teams that I think have probably exceeded my expectations so far. Two quarterbacks who have looked really good so far, John Mateer and Jackson Arnold.
Remember where Jackson was last year?
Yeah. This is this.
By the way, it was at OU.
Yeah, at Oklahoma. This is a obviously going to be a big game for him. I'd expect him to be pretty motivated, but overall, this is a game that I didn't expect to be that excited for because I didn't come into the season expecting much out of either of these teams. They both look pretty good, though.
I'm a Mateer fan, man. I've only seen him play 4 quarters of football, but in those 4, I bought in. I'm backing him for the Heisman.
He's a little loose with the ball.
Oh yeah,
he's
a gunslinger, rough around the edges, but everything that he does do is kind of the epitome of what I want from a quarterback.
He's that game's in Oklahoma. I've never been to a game at Oklahoma. Have you been up there?
I have been to a game one time.
I'd love to. I mean, I'd like to go watch a game there. I don't know who I would ever go watch.
Only
play.
problem is it's full of OU people.
That's a problem.
Other than the stadium being really nice, it's the people that are there.
I'd want to go. I'll go up there one time when I know they're going to get their ass kicked, like when it's Georgia or a good Alabama team coming in. That's when I'll go.
I went in and received my fair share of ass whippings.
Oh yeah,
you Aggies traveling up there. It never went well. Big game Bob.
Yeah.
Whooped our ass on a regular basis. So, no, I don't have a fond memory of that place at all.
Tulane is at Ole Miss. Tulane off to a hot start this year. They're 13.5 point dogs, though, at Ole Miss.
What do you think about that line?
Feels like a lot of points.
It does.
I like this Tulane team.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're pretty good. But Ole Miss, man, and I'll say this. You talk about coaches who know the spread. This dude, all he does is try to cover spreads. And I think that Lane Kiffin so far this year is 0-3 against it, all with like late scores to beat him, same as James Franklin. The coaches that know the spread, these other teams have gotten one in late. Lane has got to be trying to. His boosters are saying, "Hey, man, we've lost our bets 3 weeks in a row. Let's get a blowout here." Maybe, but I like Tulane actually.
I'll tell you, if I was the number 25 ranked quarterback in the country. Getting offers, but not, to the high-end schools. I'm in a line behind other great quarterbacks. If he comes calling, if Ole Miss comes calling, I'm playing for him. I don't care what quarterback.
He makes quarterbacks look good.
No matter who you are going to look good in this system.
And this kid that he's got this year, Austin Simmons,
another one,
already looking good. Good quarterback matchup in the Big Ten. Underwood and Raiola, Michigan and Nebraska. It's at Corn. Michigan at 1.5 point favorite. I was surprised to see Dylan Raiola's numbers. 829 yards, 8 touchdowns, 0 picks so far for Dylan Raiola, the Temu Patrick Mahomes.
He kind of is. He's not Mateer as far as the electricity, but the kid's got some swag to him. I like watching him play.
It's awkward for me. Like he tries he does Patrick Mahomes moves, his celebration. I don't like it.
Matt Rule's making him a star. He's learning to be a good quarterback.
Purdue's at Notre Dame. Notre Dame now 0-2. They've got a chance here to blow out a really, really awful Purdue team that doesn't look that awful because they're sitting at 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
But their 2 wins are Ball State, who might be the worst team in FBS, and Southern Illinois, who's an FCS team. Their one game against a team with a pulse, they played USC at home and got drubbed. Now they go on the road to Notre Dame, who is desperate. I think Notre Dame just waxes this
What
team.
do you think of Freeman?
I don't know, man. It's hard to – dude played for a national championship last year.
I'm not mad at him.
And he doesn't have – his players aren't really good enough to be playing for national championships, and he finds a way to win these games.
Well, shouldn't he be getting the players that are? That's what – I'm not saying he should be fired, but I know there's heat coming, and I'm not sure he deserves it or not, but
I fully believe it ain't easy to get kids to Notre Dame these days.
I think there's some of that.
This isn't 1988 when everybody wanted to play at Notre Dame. Now kids are realizing it's in the middle of nowhere. It's cold.
It's still Notre Dame. It's still, if you grew up Catholic and you got a chance to go to Notre Dame, they got an advantage, and they're always going to be up there. And I'm not mad at Freeman because I'm not sure you can be successful to the extent that we want the coach at Notre Dame to be successful, just because of the situation they're in.
I think the good kids in the Midwest now go to Ohio State or Michigan, or they get out of Midwest.
I'm not saying it's Midwest, but I'm saying, I mean, there's still a national program, and you look at their lineup, they're going to have a top 5 or a top 10 dude at every position. They just, no matter, it might be the 10th, when the other 9 went to the bell cow schools, but they get the recruits. They do. I mean, but they just don't get enough of them, and they just don't have a schedule. You got to be so good all the time. And I'm not sure anybody can be that successful.
Well, so far, C.J. Carr doesn't look like he's a top 10.
No.
Jeremiah Love does, but C.J. Carr, not so much. South Carolina's at Missouri. I was seeing
is quarterback going to play?
I from what I understand, he's questionable.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't think he's been very good this year. Anyway, everyone is all for this guy's so good. At some point, Lenora Sellers, who we're talking about, at some point you got to show me that you're actually good and not just you were expected to be
running.
good. Yeah, he's not been very good so far. But I mean, obviously, he's better than anything they got. Florida's at Miami. Miami is 7.5-point favorite.
Does this feel like it's not Napier's last stand by any stretch?
No.
He's gone through some terrible situations. But as far as this season, what happens if they lose badly to a Miami team that is ready to
That's a
kick
question.
their ass?
If they get blown out, it might put a speed up on things. If they would have been able to win that LSU game last week, which they were very close.
Yeah, they played hard. I'll give them some credit.
But yeah, there are
5 interceptions. You just can't.
You can't do it, man. I mean, you can't win football games when you do that. But the fact that they threw 5 interceptions and they still only lost by 10.
Yeah,
it's kind of impressive.
I want to throw some dirt on Napier because I personally don't think he's ever going to be successful there. But and I don't really blame him. I don't know what the reasoning is, but it just seems like year after year there's always something. Right? I mean, at some point we need some stability there.
They're very good defensively. Indiana's at Illinois, Illinois is at Indiana.
That's going to be a football game. That's the other low-key game. Yeah.
And Michigan State at USC. Michigan State having to travel. That's the other side of the Big Ten coin. Sometimes you got to go out west. They're playing at 10 o'clock at night, so it's going to be like 3 a.m. Michigan time.
Psyched, man.
Good luck, boys. All right, we got 1 hour of program left for you. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Yeah.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
This is not a drill. Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty event is on, now through September 18th. That means 50% off daily beauty steals from brands like MAC and Yves Saint Laurent. And score weekly beauty steals on faves like Kapari Beauty and Peach and Lily. Plus, say hello to Just Drop products from Charlotte Tilbury and Live Tinted. Don't wait. Over 250 beauty steals at 50% off is on everyone's to-do list. Shop in-store, online, or try pickup today. While supplies last, conditions apply. Ulta Beauty. The possibilities are beautiful.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Football is back, and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long, and you can play here in Texas. Hi, Jason Minix here from The Blitz. Love playing on Underdog because it's easy. You just pick whether you think your players are going to go higher or lower on particular stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, rushing yards. Get your picks right, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1. So download the Underdog app. Sign up today with promo code STAR to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR. Millions of fans have won billions of dollars making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Again, promo code STAR on Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This SportsCenter update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few trouble spots. Let's start on 410 westbound just past Blanco Road. This wreck has got 2 left lanes blocked. Now an hour delay. It's heavy back to Starcrest. On 35 northbound 1604 to Olympia Parkway, that is ongoing road work. 2 left lanes in the construction zone also blocked due to an accident. That's a 40-minute delay. And then 90 eastbound as you approach 35. Truck fire extinguished. Right lane blocked as you stop and go from General McMullen. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
Dallas Cowboys kicker Brandon Aubrey was named NFC Special Teams Player of the Week after his 16-point performance. That included going 4 for 4 in field goals and 4 for 4 in extra points. We have football tonight as the Miami Dolphins head up to Buffalo to take on the Bills, a game you can catch live right here with a 6:30 pregame. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
9:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I promised on Monday we'd check in every week and see where the AL West stands. Ooh. And last night was a good night. My house is divided 3 ways.
Rangers, Stros,
Mariners.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
My wife is a Pacific Northwest type. She grew up cheering for the Mariners. I'm an Astros fan. My older son is an Astros fan. My younger son is a Rangers fan. So all of us were paying attention last night. Astros defeat the Rangers.
And the Mariners.
And the Mariners lost to the Royals. Oh, yes. Good job, Royals. Very good. Very good job. So the Astros now with a half-game lead.
What's our magic number?
10, I believe, something like that. The Astros with a half-game lead, and the Rangers now 5 games out of first place. Their percentage, their odds to make the playoffs fall to 3.5%. They've lost 4 games in a row. The Astros have won 3 games in a row. Tonight could be the heel on the cigarette. Might just snuff them out.
In the last 10, the Stros and Rangers have the same. They're both 6-4, but the Seattle 9-1. They're hot.
Lost their first game last night.
That loss was important to the Stros.
Oh, absolutely.
Needed that one desperately just to feel a little bit more comfortable.
Absolutely.
But I think they're pretty safe in saying they're a wild card team. Right
both
now.
those teams are going to make the playoffs.
They're in, but they needed that win to have a pretend to get a pennant.
Mariners have 10 games left. The Astros have 9 games left. So the Astros will, and the Mariners host, or Astros host the Mariners this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. The series of the year, basically, is what it boils down to. But I said the Astros needed to win 2 out of 3 against Texas. They got 3 out of 3. That's even better, friends. So
I'll say this, being an Astros fan, I could never, and I like the Rangers, they're there, but it's hard for me to root for them. It would be very easy for me to put on a Mariners cap.
Yeah,
it'd be very easy for me to root for them.
Yeah, and I've been to games up there. It's a great ballpark.
Just a fan of the dumper.
Great food at their ballpark.
Oh yeah, they do have great
clam strips and garlic fries. Oh, their garlic fries.
Ooh, that
they're
sounds good.
They're real crispy fries, and there is just piles of garlic on them. And it's so good.
And they also have a great Asian selection too.
Oh,
really?
Yes.
You would never think about getting some of that stuff at a ballpark.
Eating some nudes,
sashimi
baby.
at a ballpark. You'd never think
garlic
so,
fries
but it's
sound
good.
right now.
Garlic fries. Make my wife sleep in the other room if I eat too much garlic.
About heartburn.
That's what happens when I eat too much garlic.
But it's worth it,
dude. I love garlic.
Yeah, me too.
I'll go to
I'll eat a whole clove.
I do too. I go to those Italian restaurants where they'll just cook a whole clove of garlic.
Yeah.
I'll eat the whole damn thing.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Me too. I love it, man.
You're like wiping it on bread. I don't need that bread. Just
Eat cloves of garlic. You won't have any. What does Robert O'Keefe say? You won't have any problem with a long-term relationship or worms.
That's right. That's what I'm hoping for.
I usually take a bite of, cut a piece of steak, and then throw a big old clove in there and just mash it in.
Gnaw on a chunk of garlic.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No vampires, long-term relationships, or worms.
Yep. That's what I'm looking for, to avoid those things. The Mariners tonight wrap up their series with the Royals.
The Royals, thank you.
Luis Castillo and Stephen Kolek are your 2 pitchers. 3.71 for Kolek, 3.76 for Luis Castillo. Pretty much same.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see which guy can get the job done tonight. I'm not saying I'm cheering against my wife's hopes and dreams, but I'm kind of cheering against my wife's hopes and dreams. I'm Team Royals tonight. Go Royals. That's what I say.
One more time, baby.
Yep.
One more time.
Help us out here. Help us out. And once again, the Astros lift the all-important silver boot, which, by the way, this is the dumbest thing in baseball, dumbest thing in sports. Is like, you don't need a trophy.
What do the Texans and the Cowboys play for? Is it another boot?
I think it is a different kind of boot.
Not silver.
I hate that stuff. I hate it.
The golden boot?
Nah, yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's dumb. Just play games.
So we got the Astros and the Angels close out the season. Mariners and the Dodgers close out the season, right?
Yeah. Yep. So, that's the last series of the year. The Mariners get, after the Astros series, they've got 3 with the Rockies. We're gonna be sitting here hoping the Rockies win baseball games, which is that's a fool.
The thing about them though is they sneak up and win and beat you. They have a history of pulling it together
when they're about
once a month.
When they're about a plus 280 underdog, that's when they'll come up and bite you. But then after those 3 with the Rockies, they've got 3 against the Dodgers. So
I know there's no such thing.
I'm hoping for a 3-3 split.
And as long as we're staying on the AL West, I think that a participation ribbon does belong to the A's. I think they had a hell of a year. If you'd have told me the A's were going to win 70 games, you should tell me they're going to win 70 games.
They might win 75 games.
Man, you're not going anywhere. But congratulations, you get the participation purple ribbon.
You know who else probably gets that, and it cost me some money to find out. The Miami Marlins.
Yeah, but
I played the Marlins. I played them under 62.5 wins. I thought they were going to lose 100 games, and they've already got 72 wins.
Respect.
So they've totally exceeded expectations.
Like 17 people saw it happen.
So for and I, you know, it's now it seems kind of funny to say it, but the Tigers and the Blue Jays, who are the two best teams in the AL, nobody was picking them to win divisions.
No, especially Toronto, man.
Yeah.
I still don't expect much, but yeah, here they sit.
Credit, and the Brewers, of course, another one. They,
Come
you know,
on, I want Milwaukee to do something this year.
Certainly exceeded expectations.
Edwin, I'm on your side tonight.
The Cubs clinched the playoffs last night. They clinched a playoff spot. They're still 5 games out of the division. They're likely going to be the top wild card, but they are going to be playing playoff baseball, which hell, the LA Dodgers haven't clinched a playoff spot yet. So
which is another surprise.
Kudos to the Dodgers win total was like 102.5 or something like. They're not even come close.
And we thought
to
that was possible.
Yeah,
I really did. I thought that could actually happen.
Yeah, they only got 85 wins right now, so it's there's been a lot of surprise. The Atlanta Braves have been a surprise on the other end. The Atlanta Braves were supposed to be good. They're a trash can. I don't remember the last time the St. Louis Cardinals were basically eliminated, you know, weeks before the season ended. It's a weird year in Major League Baseball.
Anytime there's sad Cardinal fan, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Anytime.
And we're still holding out hope. Oh, I don't know if I'm holding out hope now. I was hoping that the Rockies were going to lose like 120 games, like a crazy number, but now I have to cheer for them in those 3 games.
It's not going to happen. Or it might, despite you.
And if they win 2 more games, it's impossible for them to lose 120. So
we need them to get one of them.
I need at least one win out of the Rockies, and I need it to be timely, only against the Mariners. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm still keeping hope alive, a small glimmer of hope. I'm keeping it alive. And the Mets, I hope the Mets lose every game going forward.
The storyline would be extraordinary. We just want the biggest collapse in baseball history.
I hate them.
We want that to happen.
I hate the Mets. I hate them.
How much are they paying him? Soto getting what? $800 million?
He's getting a lot. But you know what? He's not the problem.
No, but I'm just saying.
All that dude does is rake. He is a freaking monster. It's the rest of these bums.
You paid him. You got what you asked for, and you still didn't get it.
Nope. 41 homers, 99 RBI, 32 stolen bases.
Don't mean W's.
No dubs, man. Tied his career high in homers.
Yeah.
So he's doing what they paid him to do. It's just you got to win football games. Got to win baseball games. They're not doing much of that. So, all right, let's do this. I want to take a break here, Vic, and when we come back, because I got a lot of stuff outside the world of sports that I need to get into.
God, this show's gone fast.
I know. Time flies when you're having fun, they say, Rob, and that's us.
Right.
Axeman and the Bobcat, we have fun, baby. That's what we do. We have fun around here. Living the dream. All right. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
I hope you woke up and washed yourself clean underneath the Connecticut water softener. Let me start this over. Rewind. Start it again. I hope you woke up and washed yourself clean underneath the Connecticut water softener shower. If you did, carry on about your day. You're doing something right. If you did not, I want you to listen close. So many of us wanted to get a Connecticut, thought about a Connecticut, and Mom probably went with a lesser brand just because we thought Connecticut was too expensive. It's not. I've had a Connecticut my entire life. As long as I can remember what I knew a water softener was, that's all I've had. And let me tell you, I have never had to buy a new appliance because the ice maker was jammed with grit. I have never had to replace a sink fixture or anything like that because things were clogged up. I have never overbought on salt. And you know what? I've never paid 1 penny to power my Connecticut because I've never plugged my Connecticut in. You can't. It doesn't plug in. It works on kinetic energy. I don't know. It's science. Let me tell you, getting Connecticut has never been easier than right now. Over the next 90 days, you can have one in your home free of charge and find out what I'm talking about. If you're already plumb for a Connecticut, dial this number, 656-PURE. Connecticut will come out to your home, put one in. You'll see what I'm talking about. In 90 days when you decide to buy, and most do, you'll find out you'll get the best warranty in the business. I've got the warranty. I've never used it. It's never been required. You're going to save on salt and all those things that a great water softener will do. They'll be doing it for you for as long as you need it. That's what a Kinetico does. They're here for a lifetime. Call them today. Go to KineticoSA.com for all the details. I know I would need those. But get yourself a Kinetico. Call them today. Let them take care of you like they've taken care of me and my family for years. And I know you'll come by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like a new trouble spot on 90 eastbound Nogalitos. Accident involving a pickup truck. Looks like they just moved it off to the shoulder. Loop 410 westbound Fredericksburg Road. That stalls in the right lane. Little bit of a delay from Vance Jackson. On Highway 90 eastbound approaching 35, disabled dump truck off to the shoulder. And the wreck at I-10 eastbound off-ramp to 37. That just cleared. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by Thomas J. Henry Injury Attorneys, available 24/7.
An accident can leave you struggling to pay for medical bills. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe you deserve justice no matter your financial situation. That's why you don't pay us unless we win your case. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Trust, price, and ease of transaction. That's our philosophy at GiveMeTheVin.com. We love to buy cars. Fat ones, skinny ones, curvy ones, fast ones, slow ones, round ones, and square ones. Yes, square body Chevys. We buy them at GiveMeTheVin.com. Go to GiveMeTheVin.com right now, put yours in, and get a quote. We'd love to buy it. GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit JesseHernandezLaw.com. That's JesseHernandezLaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Huge savings on Dell AI PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors are here, and they're newly designed to help you do more faster. They can generate code, edit images, multitask without lag, draft emails, summarize documents, create live translations, and even extend your battery life. That's the power of Dell AI with Intel Inside. Upgrade today by visiting Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing,
T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
See website for details. Bills Happen is not a lender and does not make credit decisions. Hey, bills happen. So when you need extra cash fast, go to billshappen.com. Have you been turned down? Are your credit cards maxed out? Do you have bad credit? Go to billshappen.com. All you need is a job and a checking account. You can find a lender and get up to $5,000 cash as early as tomorrow at billshappen.com. BillsHappen.com is the smart way to get a personal lender now. So if you need extra money for car repairs, medical bills, family emergencies, whatever you need cash for, go to BillsHappen.com and you can get the money you need as soon as the next day, up to $5,000. At BillsHappen.com, our process is safe, secure, and all online. No one to deal with in person, and Bills Happen does not charge you any fees to use our service. It's easy. When you need a lender, just remember, when bills happen, go to BillsHappen.com. BillsHappen.com for the cash you need now. BillsHappen.com.
The Fall Golf Classic is sold out, but the party's just getting started. September 29th at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road. With Jason and Joe kicks off the party live at 2 p.m. So sneak out of work early, call it networking, and raise a glass with us. So whether you're playing in the Classic or just want to crash the party, you're officially invited to the Sports Stars Golf Classic After Party at the Break Room Bar off Pat Booker Road, Monday, September 29th at 2 p.m. sharp. Details at sasportstar.com. See you at the Break Room Bar. Golf shoes not required.
Too cute for words and too hot for TV. That's why they're on the radio. It's the Cowboys from Hell with your hosts, Axeman and the Bobcat. Take it away, boys, and try to keep it clean.
Yeah! Good morning, everybody. Cowboys from Hell on 94.1. Axeman and the Bobcat. Morning, Bobcat.
Morning. Morning.
Good morning, Torta Man.
Morning. Buenos dias.
How you doing, Axe Man?
Oh, remember, man?
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Holmes?
What's up, Holmes?
Ooh. Hey, man.
Órale, güey. ¿Cómo estás?
You ever get it pushed in? Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Oh, it is. It is.
King Kong got nothing on me.
That is a great. My son hadn't seen it, and we watched it together, and he's like, "Oh my god, that's a great movie."
Has he seen Street Kings?
I don't think so. He's now in a mode where he's trying to get his girlfriend. They do virtual dates now since they're 2,000 miles apart. They'll like.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll order Taco Bell and pick a movie, and they'll watch it together on FaceTime. And it's I don't know. It's
sickening.
It's not for me, but
sounds like a lot of data.
But she's normally not a movie watcher, and so he's been trying to get her into movies lately and trying to find stuff that'll make her laugh. So I found out last night when my son was like, "Well, what are some good kind of comedy movies that have like a romance tie?" Because that's what she likes. She likes when the couple ends up together.
Okay.
And my wife, there's 2 movies that he hadn't seen that I was shocked because my son watches a lot of movies, but he hadn't seen American Pie.
Oh, I haven't seen it either.
What?
I've never seen it.
Wow.
You've never seen American Pie?
No.
You don't know about Stifler's mom?
Well, I heard about it through
An apple pie?
Yeah, I've heard of Stifler's mom, but I just haven't seen the movie.
That's wild.
I just never got around to it.
You need to see this.
And then the other one that he hadn't seen was Something About Mary. So my mom,
Oh, okay, I see.
my wife suggested American Pie. I suggested Something About Mary.
Mary is the funniest movie, one of the top 5 funniest
It
movies
is really
ever
funny.
made. Oh, come on now.
And he hadn't seen it yet, so I don't know which one they went for, but I know that was
Cool.
that was in the works last night. They were going to go with one of those. So, yeah, that's a weird way to date, but that's the way they're doing it.
Yeah.
That's the way they're doing it these days. You know, not my thing, but I don't have to deal with that. All right. I like to take a look at what's going on with the world outside of sports. There's some sad stories here. This is a sad story. There's no doubt about it. But it's also kind of wild that this is what happened. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 6 children ranging in age from 2 months to 9 years were found locked inside a storage unit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
2 months, a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 7-year-old, and 9-year-old. A 26-year-old woman and a 33-year-old man were taken into custody. And basically, what they figured out, what these people figured out and decided was okay, was that if they paid, $59 a month for a storage unit versus $50 every time you got to get a babysitter, this storage unit situation isn't that bad. Like, it's a good, financially, it's a good value.
Well, yeah, so is a clean dumpster.
Sure. Yeah, apparently somebody at the storage facility saw it on the camera, called police, and yeah, they've now both been arrested.
God, yeah. Time to go to jail on this one.
I'm going to go with, probably jail.
Probably.
You can't use self-storage facilities as a babysitter.
I know our views aren't popular, but
Yeah. Don't let the storage facility raise your children. Guys, that's not the way to do it.
That's funny.
No, it's not funny.
It is.
It's not funny, Vic. That's what you should. Is that what your kids do with your grandbabies?
Yeah. They just leave them there.
That's what they just leave them at your house instead of a storage shed.
Yeah, I don't watch them.
Yeah.
I'm just
What's
in a
the
room.
point, really?
Yeah.
Vic's just like, don't touch my vinyl.
Yeah.
That's
Leave
all.
my records alone.
Yeah,
and
everything
don't
else-
touch my shoes. Go over there.
Everything else, whatever. Yeah, not the way to do it. There's a controversy in the state of Florida. You'd never believe it. SpaceX, they've got plans. Elon's got some plans to expand
In Florida?
in Florida, and you'll never believe who's upset by this. Playa Linda Beach,
Okay.
which is a remote stretch of the Canaveral National Seashore, will see now some reduced access thanks to SpaceX's expanded operations. And Playa Linda Beach is known for its legal nude sunbathing.
Legal nude.
So nudists are having a real problem with Elon Musk right now. Newsweek contacted the American Association for Nude Recreation, AANR, and they were saying, hey, man, unfortunately it was outside normal working hours, and they only man the phones from 9 to 5. They've got places to be nude. But the FAA is reviewing a draft environmental impact statement that would allow SpaceX to launch its Starship rocket system from Launch Complex 39A. The rocket's size and explosive launch profile would expand exclusion zones, potentially disrupting air traffic, marine activity, and nude beaches. Playa Linda, one of the 4 beaches in Florida where nudity is legal. You ever been there?
It sounds, if you're talking about Canaveral, it's kind of close to where I lived. I was on the Daytona side of Florida, so
Yeah.
I've been close.
You were never out there, though?
Never on the nudie beach. I go nude most of the time, but I didn't know it was legal.
Yeah. No, and your HOA frowned on it.
No.
But
There's a reason why I can't go back.
Yeah.
There's a couple of legal issues that I'm trying to skirt. But other than that, I mean, they're pretty pro nudity.
Yeah. See, I didn't realize there was so many nude beaches in Florida.
I have some really close friends.
And I don't know why Elon is such a hater. Like, I know. Can't you make a smaller rocket so I can keep my rocket out?
I got a giant rocket over here. My giant rocket is in the way of your giant rocket.
There was no new South Park episode last night, and it was big news. South Park was Now they said it was due to a time crunch. That's what Matt Stone and Trey Parker said. Okay. But this was a much anticipated episode, and they announced it less than 12 hours before it was scheduled to air. They said tune in next week, no big deal. This is a 10-episode season that these episodes have dropped every 2 weeks. And the new episode will now air on September 24th. After that, the updated schedule is October 15th, 29th, and so on. The August 6th episode, called Got a Nut, was pulled from Comedy Central last week for mocking Charlie Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Now, remind you, it aired on August 6th. Charlie Kirk was shot on September 10th, so they were making fun of him before he died, before you go try and cancel South Park, which I don't know if it can be done at this point. No. You can still see it on Paramount Plus, but they have removed it from the Comedy Central lineup. My guess is this episode had Charlie Kirk-related stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they started seeing people like Jimmy Kimmel getting fired, and they were like,
oh, yeah.
Or Jimmy Kimmel being suspended. I guess I don't know if he's been fired. I don't know what the deal is. But they're going to be like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and pull back
the week off and just say we had a cold
on this one. Yeah. We're just it's a time crunch thing. It's on us. Pearl Jam. As you know, I'm a big proponent of the jam that is Pearly. Their drummer, Matt Cameron, left the band, and a lot of people thought he just retired.
Yeah, that's what I'd heard.
He's been their drummer forever. But he finally came out and spoke about why he departed the group after 27 years.
He couldn't understand Eddie Vedder's words at all.
Hey, Matt Cameron,
I had to go. I had no idea he was actually singing words.
Hey, Matt Cameron, you are from the band.
Yep,
and he said
everything.
Gotta go. I can't understand a word he's saying. I gotta go someplace else.
Well, it turns out, he says he's still an active musician. In fact, he is working on an article with Soundgarden right now with some posthumous lyrics from Chris Cornell, which sounds interesting to me. I'm intrigued.
They always find posthumous lyrics.
I know. I think it's AI.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's AI, yeah. But he discussed why he left Pearl Jam. He said, I was having some issues with Pearl Jam's 3-hour shows and constant touring and stuff. It's definitely an art form unto itself to be able to do those types of shows. I'm at a point now where I want to do a nice face-melting 70-minute set, and that's kind of what I'm focused on right now. He says, I'm still, the departure was amicable. I definitely gave them a lot of notice. I've spoken with Jeff Ament and Stone Gossard a little bit. It's been fine. You notice he didn't say he spoke to Eddie.
No. I can't understand him.
That's
You want to be the band, you get the hell out of my house.
Couldn't understand a word he said.
But yeah, so he said Eddie is he's too self-indulgent. I'm not looking for these 3-hour shows, buddy. I'm trying to get out of here, rock out, and go home and collect my money. And Eddie's like, no, we got to play. We got to play for 14 hours straight. And so one of the that's one band that hasn't really had any changes. They've had the same 4 dudes in that band since they started, and he quit because the shows are too long.
Well, he's getting old. That's a sure sign. Like, and I'd play more if it wasn't so loud.
That I don't think because he said he still wants to do
acoustic sets,
face melting. He still wants to face melt. So that to me that means he wants to be loud.
Just got to get home early.
It's just not for he doesn't want to do it for 3 hours. Yeah, he wants to take a nap.
Short show. Come on, brother.
I feel 70 minutes is a good.
Come on, brother. I just don't, I like
70 minutes is a good show, I think.
I like the sex and the drugs. It's the rock and roll that's
There's
getting in the way.
too much rock and roll.
There was a little bit less rock and roll and just as much sex and drugs. I'd still be touring.
Yeah.
But I got to stay out too late.
I don't know how much sex and drugs Pearl Jam has been involved. I'm sure like their share, but I don't think as much as like a normal band, right?
I don't know, man. All you got to do is sing. They line up out there. They just might be wearing flannel.
Okay. How's Eddie Vedder the only grunge singer who didn't overdose?
Well, he's
Christian.
How do we know he didn't?
Well, how's he the only one who didn't die from an overdose?
Oh, he didn't die.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
He
pretty
might be
good.
a sex addict.
So maybe he did a little bit less drugs. A man in Ohio has pleaded guilty to child abuse. He was using a cattle prod on his kids as punishment. Have you ever tried that, Vic?
No.
Have you ever been hit with a cattle prod?
I have been hit with a cattle prod.
Boy, that'll wake you up in the morning.
Yeah. But mine was as a joke. No,
I wasn't being beaten by my father. No.
Right, my father never zapped me with a cattle prod.
It was my cousin.
Nope.
Yeah, it is no joke. But he pled guilty to 2 counts. Is it pled or pleaded?
Pled.
You pled guilty.
This one says pleaded guilty. I don't like the word pleaded.
And pleaded implies he pled to more than one thing.
Oh,
so maybe he pleaded guilty to not guilty to several.
This would be
counts.
2 counts
pleaded,
of domestic violence.
So
so you he would have
you
pled guilty to 1,
and you pleaded to multi.
Okay. Between February and May of 2024, the man used an electric cattle prod on 3 children as punishment. The device is a pole about 3 feet long with 2 probes on either end. It has a button, and when you push the button, it delivers a shock between the probes. He made some admissions to using that instrument to discipline his children. It's terrible. I don't know what would compel someone to think they could use a device like that with kids. I'm kind of bewildered, really, that someone would think it would be appropriate. The children were 7 and 8 years old. This happened 45 minutes southwest of Cleveland. Now, I don't know. I mean, why do they make cattle prods if they're not for disciplining your children? What do you use those for?
Either for small bovine animals, horses, goats, and kids.
Oh.
Well, a chicken if you can catch one. That's pretty hilarious.
And 2 more parents. Now, this is in Kentucky, which borders Ohio. So maybe this is maybe these are like these are cousins or something. Maybe cousin brothers or cousin parent. I don't know. 2 parents accused of torturing their 5-year-old son.
Dude, the news you've got today.
Including whipping him for his work on a homework assignment. What? Now, you might be thinking, what kind of homework would this kid come home with that would make, he's 5 years old, that would make his parents whoop his ass?
I don't know.
Public school? They whooped him for coloring outside the lines on a homework assignment.
This kid's going to be a serial killer.
This kid is going to be jacked up.
He's raising Dexter.
The parents are accused.
Yeah, they are.
The parents are accused of duct taping the boy's arms and legs, intentionally giving him cold showers as forms of punishment. They also punched and slapped him in the head and face, as well as choking and body slamming him. He was whipped for coloring outside the lines on homework, also held by his ankles by his parents, who slammed him into the ground. They're charged with first-degree criminal abuse, tampering with physical evidence, first-degree strangulation, and failure to report child neglect or abuse. I'm going to go with
what?
This is a little harsh, coloring outside. So he's not an artist.
You better be now.
Oh. This isn't even the craziest story, though. Now we go to Louisiana, which doesn't border Kentucky.
Okay.
A 2-year-old girl was seen acting crazy. Crazy, you say. What was she doing exactly? At a Louisiana home. It turns out, well, she was on methamphetamines. Yeah.
Like a toddler cranked out of their minds.
Yeah, girl's mom took her to the hospital, said she's acting out of control. Her child's acting, I don't know what's going on. She's swinging her arms around.
Hanging from the ceiling.
She's bouncing around. She's bouncing off of walls. She'd not slept all night. I don't know what the hell's going on. Jeez. Well, turns out she was suffering from an acute intoxication due to an exposure to meth. Medical staff contacted law enforcement. They learned that the child's 29-year-old mother and her paramour had recently moved into a house known for prior narcotic activity. Now, she said, I recently did use meth, but I didn't use it around the kid. But apparently, this home was ready to move into, complete with meth-used couches and things like that. And I didn't know this, but like if you lay on a meth couch, apparently you can
just pick it up.
Do it?
It's like fentanyl on your fingertips.
I guess so. You can get some methy side effects.
Or you find it in the cushions?
I don't know. No, she just laid the baby on the couch, is what she says, and the baby must have gotten a little secondhand meth. I didn't know secondhand meth was a thing.
There's a lot of crankheads that are looking for that secondhand.
I know.
I mean, if I just lay down on this couch, that's all I need to do.
So you're telling me all I got to do is hug a meth head.
And I
can get high?
I've been doing stuff behind the 7-Eleven to dudes. All I have to do is this. Just lay on the couch.
Be damned. All right, we got one segment left. We're going to take a look at the daily lines when we come back. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday afternoon at 3:25. The Cowboys are in Chicago taking on the Bears at Soldier Field. Pre-game at 2:30. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
NCE General Contractors, based in San Antonio, is one of the fastest growing nationwide general contractors with a focus on commercial new construction, design build projects, building renovations, tenant finish outs, site upgrades, and building maintenance. NCE President Brian Ehrlich's a former Madison quarterback and proud to support high school football in San Antonio, building relationships first, then buildings that last. Learn more about NCE General Contractors online at ncegc.co. That's ncegc.co.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MetaShare. Maybe you've heard joining MetaShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MetaShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network, so yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
George gets justice. After an accident, a lot of people think they can't afford a lawyer. They're already stressed, hurting, or maybe out of work, and the last thing they need is a big retainer fee to get help. But here's the truth. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, you only pay if they win. Real help is within reach. Right now, call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/sports and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/sports. openphone.com/SPORTS.
Free products and services are the best. They're next to non-existent, though. But the next best thing does exist. Barter. Alamo Barter. Right here in San Antonio, if you have a business and provide a product or service, you can barter with hundreds of other businesses that are already members. From trips to a medical visit, restaurants, and home services, Alamo Barter is a great way for you to trade out your skills with others. Call Alamo Barter or visit them online at alamobarter.com. alamobarter.com.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
Now, this isn't quite Herschel Walker type, but the Packers apparently offering a lot. Their GM, Gutekunst.
What's his name?
Well, tell me, you tell me.
Goop-de-doop-de-doop.
What was that?
I have no idea. It's like Gazoonheit.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right. You know what we didn't talk about this week? I'm mad we didn't get to.
What?
The report from Adam Schefter that Shedeur Sanders told the Ravens not to draft him.
I've heard that
because he didn't want to sit behind Lamar Jackson. Like he said, well, Lamar, he's like if the Ravens draft me, I'm never going to play.
And he's right, but that applies to just about every team. So, dude, yeah, you're right. You don't want to go there. Quinn Ewers is there. I might not ever play.
I mean,
I might not ever play. I have to play behind Jared Goff.
I mean, I guess there's a few, like, it would be like being the guy, like, you get drafted to you're sitting behind John Elway or something.
I get it, but
you ain't gonna. You're right. In a way, he's right. As long as Lamar's healthy, Lamar's going to be the franchise quarterback.
But dude, your current caliber, all 32, as long as they stay healthy, you ain't playing.
Yeah,
you're. So I appreciate your attitude, but you're not quite at that level.
But I do think at some point, you know, Aaron Rodgers got drafted. He was behind Brett Favre. I mean, now Brett Favre was older, but at some point, you know, hey man, you want me? I'm going to go earn the job. I also see, but I mean, no. Also, you're in Cleveland, where
don't forget where you are exactly.
They've had what three winning seasons in the last 20-something years, 22 years, something like that. It's a dreadful number. And you're not even. I mean, you're third on the depth chart there. At least if you were in Baltimore, you'd be learning from Lamar Jackson, which would be nice, and you'd be winning some football games now and again.
I just find it. You know, I appreciate when you have the attitude that you're great, but you ain't. Man, I appreciate that you think you are. You know, I appreciate that.
That's a good attitude to have.
But you ain't. and go to Baltimore. Go wherever they want you, and you're not in a position to pick.
Claymore says Schefter needs to leave Shedeur. Claymore's very defensive about Shedeur Sanders. I'm not sure why. He says that story serves zero purpose at this point. I mean, I will say it does kind of give you a peek into the mindset of what the kid.
No doubt.
Now, which you can look at both ways. And Randy Moss said this. Randy Moss said, I don't blame him. You know, I'd rather have a chance to play for a losing team than hold a clipboard on a great team.
Truth.
And I can appreciate both sides of it, but the fact that I think if Shedeur had not said that to the Ravens, he probably doesn't slip in the draft as far as he did.
Do you think that? And it's entirely possible, but no, I agree. I think that is in fact the case, that he affected his draft place.
Yeah. Claymore says, no, I'm not defensive of him. Claymore, come on.
You kind of love him, Claymore. You kind of love him. It's okay. It's okay to have a man crush. It's all right.
It's all right. Yeah, you can't listen, Claymore. Nobody's saying anything bad about Shedeur around you. We know your rules. That's my quarterback.
I was on the mayonnaise train last year. We can be wrong. It's all right.
It's all right, man.
I saw something that wasn't there. I'll admit it.
Oh, poor Will Levis. He just didn't get enough of a chance, I don't think.
He got too much too soon. He got the mayonnaise deal way too quick.
I love that.
To earn it.
I love that Cody Rhodes, but like now on ESPN, they got pro wrestlers showing up, and like Cody Rhodes is in like a normal suit, but carrying around his title belt with him.
That's what I'd do.
Oh, yeah.
Are you kidding?
Like he's holding a book.
If I had a title belt, I would not leave home without it.
Yep.
It'd be everywhere I went.
If you had a title belt from boxing
I don't care
or
what
something
title belt it would. I have never had a title belt. I would like to have one.
If you're an actor, would you carry? And you got if you got an Oscar, you would carry it around everywhere.
It would be on everywhere I ate. Are you kidding? Yes. I'd have my own little backpack. It'd be sticking out like a little puppy. Oh yeah. This Oscar's head hanging out in a little belly pack. Yeah, man.
Funny. That's funny. Oh, at least Claymore says you Jackson Dart lovers. Well, hey, listen, man. At least we've seen Jackson Dart. I don't even know. Shedeur Sanders might not be a real person anymore. All right, let's wrap up the show the way we always do, friends. Let's take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
Thursday night football on Amazon Prime.
That's right.
The Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills, 12.5-point favorites tonight.
They better win by 40. They're going to be worth a damn.
I don't think they're going to do that. No. Total's 49.5. The Bills are, in the Josh Allen era, are 13-2 against the Miami Dolphins. They do not lose very often to this team. I don't think there's much question about who's going to win the game, but 12.5 points is a lot for a team that, like I said, is in desperation mode. And if the Dolphins get blown out tonight, I mean, Mike McDaniel might be packed, and you know he might they might fire him on the runway.
Don't get on the plane, son.
Yeah, go ahead. You're gonna find your own flight home. It's not out of the realm of possibility, but I think if I'm not gonna play this game because I don't want to, especially against the Dolphins. I don't want to cheer against the Bills. But if I were making a wager on this, I'd take 12.5 points with the Dolphins and expect them to probably lose by 10.
I've already got 11.5. It's already shrinking.
Okay. Well, if you can get 12.5, then maybe I should take it. College football tonight. You've got the Rice Owls and the Charlotte 49ers. Rice, a 2.5-point road favorite. Total in that one, 42.5. Rice is pesky. They're running sort of a almost like a service academy style
like a
offense.
Wing T running game.
And it's if you haven't seen it, I could see you being confused by it. They are, and much like a service academy, I'm not going to want to lay points with Rice. So especially on the road, I'm going to pass on that. When Rice is a big underdog, I'm probably going to be interested because they're going to shorten games and they're going to ugly it up and keep it close. It's kind of the rule of thumb for me.
The little McCaffrey, has he graduated? Is he gone?
Luke?
No,
oh, yeah, he's on the Commanders.
That's right. Oh, that's right. He made the Commanders.
That's right. Yeah,
so they got a new quarterback running this thing.
Right? Yep. Major League Baseball today, Tanner Bybee and the Guardians, Tarek Scoobly Doobly, and the Tigers minus 220. Randy Vasquez goes for the Padres. Jonah Tong, the young rookie that's been pitching really well for the Mets, on the 1 out of 5 days the Mets can win a baseball game. The Mets minus 140 in this one against the Padres. Chris Bassett and the Blue Jays minus 125 at Tampa. Shane Baz goes for the Rays. JT Ginn and the A's are in Boston taking on Brian Bello and the Red Sox. Red Sox minus 150. Mariners minus 125 at Kansas City. Luis Castillo and Stephen Kolek are your pitchers today. Total in that one is 9. I'm not wagering on it, but go Royals. I'm a big Stephen Kolek fan today. Sandy Alcantara and the Marlins. Boy, this number feels short. Marlins going with their best pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. They're playing the Rockies. Tanner Gordon goes for the Rockies.
Go out with a
I only got to pay
bang,
minus 175. I feel like minus 175 is pretty cheap against the Rockies these days, especially with a semi-decent pitcher. You can get, if you give minus 1.5 with the Marlins, you get minus 110. So if I say Marlins are going to win by 2, in fact, I might make that wager today.
I've got minus 175, 10.5. There we go.
Yep.
Thing.
Max Fried and the Yankees are in Baltimore. Max Fried minus 220 against Cade Povich. Colin Ray and the Cubs in Cincinnati taking on Hunter Green and the Reds. Reds minus 145. You say Kikuchi, I say Kakachi. The Angels, though, say they're going to be underdogs to the Brewers. Quinn Priester going for the Brew Crew. They're minus 205. Logan Webb plus 140 for the Giants. They're taking on the Dodgers. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He is
20 straight batters his last start.
Very good.
He's betting 20 straight fans the other night.
Yes.
He's on fire.
Yoshinobu minus 170 for the Dodgers. Yesterday, I told you, Rob, I'm betting on the Aces. I was doing it. I bet the Aces yesterday minus 7.5. Guess what? Today,
I'm in on it.
they're minus 9.
I'm in on. Well, I went on my prize picks. I like Asia to cover 29.5 points and rebounds.
I hope you're right. I hope they blow out the stupid Seattle Storm. Go Aces. And then the Indiana Fever. I got a fever. And the only thing that'll cure it is 7.5 points. They're a 7.5 point dog at the Atlanta Dream today in that matchup. So there you go. There is your look
You
at
brought up something earlier
daily lines.
on the Rice is playing Charlotte, and you said the Charlotte 49ers.
Uh-huh.
So I had to go look up the Charlotte 49ers. What kind of a mascot is that? This is the weirdest story. Do I have enough time for this?
No.
Oh, man.
Right as you said it.
All I can tell you is Charlotte used to be known as Seakunk. Leave it at that.
Oh.
What a name for a school. Seakunk.
Seakunk.
What is?
That stands for Charlotte Center of the University of North Carolina.
Center of the universe.
At least it's not Southampton Institute of Technology.
True.
I went there.
Hey, Blitz coming up at 2. We'll be back tomorrow.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Head of the field and throws it down with a right hand.